And hello everyone, and music's still playing. Hello everyone, and welcome to our week 9 of our Blades in the Dark game. Woo. Woo. We've got a new character here, Fox, I believe her name is. She's a new character. Some of you might not recognise her, but she was on other shows beforehand.
Such as Blades in the Dark.
Such as the Blades in the Dark game we did. And she also did a dance-off on Thingamabobby. Numenera, yeah.
That will forever be the highlight of my tabletop gaming.
But anyway, hi, I'm James CORP. This week is my birthday on Friday. Hi. Yay! So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go around the table, get people to introduce themselves and their characters. Then we'll hand over to Dark Liquid, and then we'll crack on and crack the whip and get on with doing stuff and see how much of a fuck up we end up with this time. Way!
Yay!
Ooh. So, yes, I am James CORP and I'm playing Samuel Magpie Garrett. He is a lurk. He's a bit vicious nowadays. And yeah, he's getting better and better and better at everything, which is great. It's always good, isn't it? Getting better at things.
Getting better at everything's the only thing to hope for, really.
Yep. Right, as you haven't been here for forever, Fox.
Hello, I'm Fox. I play Meredith Blackwood, otherwise known as Raven.
Occasionally.
She is a whisper and has a bit of an affinity for ghosts.
CLH Harrison.
Hello, my name is Cameron Harrison. I am playing Mackie Templeton from the Dagger Isles, a spider who has an affinity for revenge, but has yet to act upon it.
Pigeon or Sir on the Edge.
I play Nelmore, aka Pigeon. I'm a leech, and I have a bit of an obsession with symmetrical people. It's only when someone truly strangely symmetrical comes in that I really get distracted, but I think that might be a thing today for some reason. And I'm doing experiments on the blue coat. That's it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Totally unimportant.
Alexis, or A Reason Why.
That is me. I'm Alexis, and I play Józefka Juric, also known as Bloodcrow, who is the team's doctor and also genius behind the memory drug called Memoir. We settled on that in the meantime.
And last but not least, Dark Liquid. While I put a mummy mint in my mouth.
Hello, I'm Dark Liquid, aka Monty, and I'm the person who ticks all of the clocks and makes everything more stressful for everyone.
And makes us all cry.
Clockmaster.
I also GM.
So, before we crack on, we're under a new banner today. We're under Tabletop Roleplay, which is crazy, don't you think? Whether it's going to work, because everyone's still streaming under Dungeons and Dragons, regardless. So I thought I'll throw us in here and see what happens. Yeah, so spread the word, let people know, come watch us, and watch us fail and roll lots of ones. But anyway, sorry, Monty, I interrupted.
Yes. Right. Does anyone want to quickly recap the past?
I'll do
events?
it! No, I'm kidding, I have no idea.
Not that far in the past.
Look at that face of impressed. It's just well impressed. I reckon either Pigeon or Mackie or Bloodcrow should recap.
Not it.
Go right ahead.
Do it.
Do it.
After you.
Alexa.
What the best thing for streams is dead silence.
Absolute dead silence.
I'll
Yeah.
give you. Look, I'll give you 20p. How's that? Actually, no. Fuck. No, I gave you a fucking camera. Fucking recap, bitch.
Oh, jeez. Okay. And then Bloodcrow died in a ditch. Never seen again. So we've messed around with the Bluecoats and Railjacks. I asked my contact Eckert, a corpse thief, where we could get corpses, to which he...
I thought Sir on the Edge was doing it. I thought Charlie was doing it. That's why I told him to fucking do it. But, okay. So I didn't give a reason. I didn't give Alexis a camera. I gave just to clarify. I gave, which is
If
why
you gave me a camera, I had a camera, but I don't.
I'm gonna see that skin.
10 minutes in and there's already a cock up.
well, there's a cook up at the fucking start. That's nothing new here.
Oh my god. Anyway,
So,
Eckert had the fucking brilliant idea to just make more corpses, so he decided that we should blue up some Bluecoats and Railjacks.
You need corpses? Make them.
Yeah. And after discussing it for, I think, like 45 minutes, we ended up doing it after all, because he just decided to take my perfectly crafted bomb and plant it where he wanted to.
Yeah, he got fed up with like waiting for you to kind of like pull the trigger and say do this specific thing or another thing, and he was like this opportunity is going to disappear if I don't do something, so he just did it.
I blame Magpie. I blame Magpie because we had it all planned out. It's like, wait, who are we attacking? No, we can't do that. I was like, but we've already decided.
Yeah, but I didn't know they were Scoundrelian.
You know, it would be nice if you knew your people's names.
Right? Look. Can you not remember I caused problems by me not being able to pronounce Olaf's name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Olaf. or also
Yeah,
known as Olaf.
he's the worst Scotlander. He's naturalized Akarosi, really. He's just like so he's like technically by blood I'm Scotland, but I know nothing about Scotland culture or anything, but I want to be really pro Scotland, whoever they are. It's like
Whoever they are.
Someone.
It's like the one twat who flew the Scottish flag during the referendum 4 years ago in Doncaster.
In any case, the job went perfect, except for Peacock, who exploded, and then we found him not exploded for some reason.
Yeah, he sat right at the epicenter of a massive explosion which killed like 8 people entirely unharmed.
Hasn't he got a bit of a reputation for being immortal now?
Yeah, especially after the last time he was inside a massive detonation of firebombs and emerged entirely unscathed. Yeah, the strange rep of the crew has definitely got stranger.
Yay!
Getting stranger.
I mean, McKeith was more than willing to filibuster, as he's proven to be a filibuster. But then Peacock was like, nah, you go on ahead. I've got this.
You
Hold
agreed,
my beer, I got this.
Yeah.
you agreed that our crew could have another reputation, and that was immortal.
Yeah.
Or fucked up.
Because immortal because someone who isn't here right now keeps not dying.
Yeah. In extremely there's no way out of this situation.
And extremely, you will die.
He's in,
Yes.
he's in
He's
chat.
up.
He's in chat, so we can insult him in chat if you want to.
He's our Captain Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fox, what happened? Yeah, J-Wall was in the middle of the explosion with all the nails flying everywhere.
I was going to do it because I was
It
going to
wasn't
ghost
untouched.
at the last minute.
Yeah, there was a surprisingly large number of the team that were willing to like stand in the center of an explosion for the rest of you. It's like
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Never.
There's like at least half of you were
Look,
willing.
I wanted to. Well, yeah, because Mackie was going to kill himself quite happily.
Yeah.
I'm
and
getting
then-
to the point where I would, but not yet.
But yeah,
No,
I wanted to do
no.
it Because I wanted to do it because I hadn't used my ghost ability yet.
Yeah, you may have been using your ghost ability permanently if it hadn't panned out, but it's oof.
I know I can't see anything.
What are we going to blow up next?
Give me
Bridget-
time, Maggie. Give me time.
Bridget-
Give me time.
Bridges are fun.
Have we recapped? Is that it for the recap?
I mean, that's
I mean,
pretty
that's
much
the most
it.
important.
Yeah.
I may have been the first person in the group to overindulge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You did, right.
And what's your voice?
Luxury. I go to the Golden Plum restaurant.
Yeah. So
Just eat really expensive food.
Yeah, and don't pay.
We don't laugh at your vice.
Do you guys even know what my vice is? Because you will probably laugh at it.
I can't remember anymore. It's been too long.
Oh my fucking god.
We'll mute you. So then we don't-
Oh, right, you wanted to be possessed all the time, right?
She let somebody. Oh fuck! I'm still possessed.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, you are.
That's why you.
Isn't
that- you didn't.
Why you were not here?
That's why
That's
I've
why-
not been here. Because the guy who's possessing me has just been having a joyride.
Now, can I suggest a flashback? Because if you remain possessed for a certain amount of time, you accrue enough trauma to kill you.
But
Yeah,
the thing is,
so
he's not been possessed. He's not been possessing me negatively though.
Oh, it's a
that
positive.
doesn't make a
It's a
difference.
positive relationship.
Sort of. It's a okay. I'll let you borrow my body for a little time. Okay, please give my body back. No.
So it's a positive possessive relationship. I feel like that's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
And still it works somehow.
Oh,
that's
ghost.
a good thing we should probably resolve now. Actually, is
Yeah.
it's probably
Finding me in a
been-
ditch somewhere, finally getting my body back.
It's probably been a couple of weeks since you were last in here in terms of game time, at minimum.
I think it's fair to give a flashback because there hasn't been an opportunity.
Yeah. So, how do we want to do a quick you get out of being traumatized to death by possession?
Well, it was going to be sort of eventually he'd just get bored and give my body back because the deal was done, and he would go back to being our resident ghost until we found him a permanent body.
We've got a resident ghost. Oh shit.
Yeah, we
He hasn't been
rescued him
about.
from the Dimmer Sisters
He hasn't been about much because he's been inside Raven's
because
head.
he's been possessing me. Yeah.
Yeah. Given he's not been around, I mean, it feels like he tried to get rid of him and he didn't disappear.
Yeah, I was kind of like, okay, can I have my body back? I was like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on, give me a couple more days.
It's a bit like Rimmer in that episode of
Yeah.
Red Wolf where he body swaps. He gets put in Lester's body,
Basically.
and he's got a big pile of mashed potato, and he's got his head in mashed potato.
You could roll a tune to try and force it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a good thing to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and force him out and regain my body.
Good luck, because it's probably not going to go well.
Is it risky standard?
Yeah, we'll go whiskey standard for now. Yeah.
Not bad.
Cool.
5.
So there's a minor complication. I think no, it's not a minor complication. It's a
Moderate.
yeah. Okay, so
It's a what?
I'm trying to remember what it is for that. So on a whiskey position, it's it's a complication.
I've got one.
Okay.
And it'll. So how about that? You got it out, and you went on holiday back to see your parents or wherever your character went. But when you come back, you find that wherever you go, it's always seems to be about you for some reason.
Well, so I sort of got myself a little ghost stalker.
I think that fits.
I mean, he is supposed to be our resident ghost until we find him a body anyway, so maybe he's just like, well, maybe if I follow
What's his
you, I can
name?
still feel a little bit alive.
Has he got a name?
Oh, it was something ridiculous like Archibald
Oh,
something.
right. Well, he's now known as Casper.
I'm thinking he might be like, if you promised him a body and for such a long time, I think he's like, maybe he's trying to like knocking over things near you to try to kill you. But just like being a nuisance and
I mean, he kind of owes us because we freed him, but
I don't know. It's up to Monty, but that's what I think is quite a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the other pitch for complication is that while you were effectively overindulged on having a ghost possess you, your bender has effectively meant you've done some terrible things, as like this ghost has done some terrible things in your body, and who knows what it is but people are looking for you. You've got a reputation.
Got up to all sorts of debauchery.
That's a lot better.
Oh god. You know what? That could make some interesting things. Let's go for that one.
Yeah. So at people you've never met before know you, and
yeah, it's like, it's you. I'm gonna kill you. Who the hell are you?
Yeah. Yeah. So that will definitely be coming up in the future. So
More clocks.
Don't need clocks for that. I just need any excuse to just ruin your day, basically.
Thanks, Monty. Love you too.
Cool. Right. So you're sat in your lair. You've been churning out a bit more of the old memoir. Been experimenting with your blue coat. What is the plan for the rest of the for the near future? What's everyone doing?
Did we want to get some land? Isn't that what we wanted?
It was either, unless someone had something that they really wanted to do, we were gonna try and grab some turf, I think.
Yeah, at the moment, I mean, based on like where you are, most of the turf around you is foghound turf. So you'll be taking it from them, probably. Which obviously, I mean, the obvious problem with that is that it risks you exposing to them that you're the people that are supplying them.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What tier are the foghounds again?
I think they're only tier 1, so they are, I think, equal to you now.
They are.
Because you went up to tier 1. That's the other big news.
Yay!
So let me just double check. But I believe yes, tier 1.
Tier 1 weak hold.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying we should blow them up, but
Yeah, come up with something original.
it's my go-to.
We want the turf intact. Now,
Okay.
I like the idea of explosions.
Poison gas.
If it goes wrong, if the poison gas goes wrong, you just explode it.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy.
Most explosive gases are
Everyone's
poisonous. So
Exactly.
Can't breathe that.
We fill it with hydrogen. We fill it with hydrogen, and then we light a match, and then it'll be a squeaky pop explosion.
Oh my goodness.
Let's not blow up any more shit.
Why don't we just do a show of force? Take it. Fuck it.
yeah, I mean,
We have to come out of our shell at some point and deal with it.
yeah. The only foghound, the only like people that really know you in the foghounds is the guy who knows Mackie. Like the rest of you aren't really well exposed. Don't have a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
So-
And if we
My
If we
only
are-
concern is that attacking them at this point might ruin the connection that Mackie's got us to sell stuff to them.
I have a.
But the thing
Which
is,
is-
our product's already out there, and we have cohorts which are selling it themselves.
Okay.
is that what they're doing? Okay.
I have a suggestion that is not explosive in nature. the local graft says we can also do socialize. So what if we try to convince Foghound members to join our gang?
And get their turf.
I mean, yeah, you could try and flip like a group that are holding a warehouse or something and go, yeah, it's fucking ours now.
Hey,
Can you
come
work
work
for
for
us?
We are paying better.
Yeah. Like, who knows? Maybe one of the guys would be the guy that I had a chat with. The guy that I knew from my days on Night Sun.
This is where, if we had hooked, that would be amazing. Like, we know that one of them is hooked on our product already. Like, that would be such an advantage.
It doesn't involve killing, so it's an idea.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. And if it
I'm
turns
happy with
into
that.
killing, then it doesn't matter. We'll go on. We'll go in trying to be social. If it doesn't work, we kill them and take it anyway.
Yeah, I like that plan. I like killing.
Yeah.
Are
We
they
actually we're asking first before we shoot.
exactly?
Yeah.
That's a good.
Well,
That's a good
Well.
good approach.
Says
That's
the
what-
lurk, yeah.
that's
Who's
what
vicious.
that's what friends do for each other.
And they give each other back rubs.
They do.
Wait,
What
what?
kind of friends do you have?
I've got friends that give me back rubs. Oh,
Your mum doesn't count. Oh,
Ooh.
oh!
Say what?
Wishes. Wishes. You get an XP for wishes.
Okay, so it sounds like you're planning a score.
Yep.
So let's not plan, let's just do.
Let's
So,
do it.
Score.
what kind of layer do we want to get though? Because that'll I think with what we are, we want surplus caches. So we want a place where we can store bodies and easily get bodies. That's what that reads to me.
So a warehouse.
Because there is a narrative element to this.
Yeah.
So Morg,
Yeah,
yeah.
Wait, yeah, I mean, getting surplus caches
I mean, we're already
gives
working
you
out
plus
a
2 coin.
Yeah, but
So,
mortician isn't a morgue though, is it?
No, we can.
have a morgue.
We could get. It could be a cold storage facility.
I know one of them.
actually, you guys are based behind a funeral,
Yeah.
like directors. That we established that in the fiction ages
Yep.
ago. You
Yep.
could but he is owned by the Foghounds, but he
Yeah.
you could liberate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
then I
was
think
suggesting the socialize for the 2 coin if we pick up the local graft. I don't know what the graft is though.
Do we want to bring our gang with us?
They're cohorts. They're not doing anything. They just sell. They specifically said we're not going to kill anyone.
Doesn't mean I won't beat him up.
Yeah.
But they're but yeah, I mean they're rogues. So they're your pushers. Doesn't mean they won't get involved in violence, but they're not they're more about the social aspect.
Let's say they're around and we can call them if we want.
Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
I mean, they are savage, so they beat you to a pulp, but they don't kill you.
Yeah, they draw the line at murder. Like,
Yeah.
like crippling you is one thing, you know.
They'll beat you to the edge, an inch of your life, but they won't go that
Yeah.
full. They won't go that inch.
Yeah.
Shepherd, don't the Bible have something against killing people? Why, yes, but it's a lot less clear on the subject of kneecaps.
Yes.
Engagement roll?
Yes. So I think we've done well. We've established that the social connection is the funeral director. I guess.
Yeah, we're going to pressure him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of been operating like silently, effectively in his backyard. Now's the time to make yourselves a bit more known. Yeah.
We're tier 1 now. We got to have some.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so yeah, engagement roll. So you
Shall I roll?
Well, let's see. Let's just quickly establish what the roll's going to be. So we've got the 1 dice for sheer luck. Is it particularly bold or daring? I mean, given you've been operating here for so long now, not really, no.
I don't know.
Is it particularly complex or contingent, or any factors? No, not really. You're pretty much marching in there, say you're ours now.
Yeah.
Does the plan detail expose a vulnerability to the target or hit them where they're weakest? I mean, you're not as such. I mean, you're kind of exploiting the fact that you are geographically close to him, so you can lean on it. But this is his base of operation, and he's kind of protected by the foghounds.
Yeah.
Are they strong against this approach? I mean, I wouldn't have said either.
I wouldn't say
No. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
No.
I wouldn't have said so. No.
No.
And are any enemies or rivals interfering? Well, I mean, yes. Like the foghounds are going to be trying to stop this.
Well, there's a clock. There's a clock that's just finished that says, "Foghounds
wait.
teach you a lesson."
Yeah.
Can't Mackie's friend help us? I mean, friend, quote unquote.
What?
Well, I mean, sure. If you want to make it extremely obvious that he's part of the Talons.
I'm just mentioning that you don't have to use it.
I mean, you can totally try and leverage that if you want.
It's a good point, but I can't see.
Yeah. Like, I would eventually have to reveal to him, oh, yeah, by the way, we're working with the Talons.
Yeah, but that's when we get to the point where they're like an inch to their life. You see, we wait till they're nearly all dead, to an inch to their life. Then we reveal it.
Again,
It was me all along. Mwah! And you get to do that. No?
No.
Sure. Well, it sounds like there's no particularly strong pros or cons in this, so we're just rolling on the one dice for sheer luck.
Cool.
So, yeah, pick someone to engage.
I'll do it.
Cool. Go.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to this one. Oh, my close.
Oh, ye of little faith! It was a
Exactly.
2.
Twice is better.
So, you're going to start in a desperate position.
Cool. As
So-
all the foghounds turn up.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I mean, yeah, you kind of like, how do you want to do this? I mean, you want to kind of like show a force this and be like kicking the door and be like, well, we're going to tell you how it is type thing, or do you want to be?
Turns out we went into the laundromat next door.
It's like what was the kind of the entry like you wanted to go for? Kind of like a bold kind of like, fuck you, you're ours now, or kind of we have a proposal to make type thing.
I would say that we have a proposal to make type thing.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you
Okay.
you go into the you head into the funeral parlor and sort of geared up to convince him of the benefits of joining your team, and of the protection you can offer him rather than the foghounds. And he's not in there, so he's not. Well, but you can hear like he's in like the sort of the more sort of undertaking sort of facilities around back. So you go round back, and he's there with several foghounds, and then you hear the front door like lock, and and they turn to look at you, and he kind of like backs himself into a corner as the foghounds that are they look like they were having a strongly worded discussion with him, let's say, one that like whether if those words happen to be made out of fists, and he's and look, yeah, from behind you you can hear a couple of people have like they've come in through the front door and locked it behind them, and so the foghounds are like sort of go hello, and you don't recognize any of them, so it's not like Mackie's contact isn't there.
I will say that Mackie, just to be safe, was having the fine cover identity so that he couldn't be recognized unless he wanted to.
Oh, speaking of which, we forgot to specify load.
Yeah.
So, given this situation,
Well, I'm going light because I always go light.
fair enough.
I'm
I'm
going
going
medium.
heavy.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
using
going
normal.
heavy.
Yeah, normal.
Normal.
Heavy.
That's cheating. You should go medium.
No.
No, it's fine. And to
Look,
be
when
fair, you were going
when
to
you-
like potentially rough someone up. Heavy's pretty good going for this.
Like
Cool.
like heavy's good because I think heavy's good because it makes them want to be social.
Yeah, I mean, when someone looks like they're geared up for war, you kind of don't want to go to war with them. Yeah. Cool. And yeah, so the Foghounds turn around, and one of them kind of like wipes his knuckles off with a cloth, and you can see they're a bit bloody. And the funeral director looks like he's had a couple of punches to the face. He's not too badly roughed up, but it looks like they've not been particularly happy with him. And they go, well, and he looks at the funeral director, and the funeral director kind of like his eyes kind of flick between you and the Foghound, and he go, the Foghound just sort of goes, we were just speaking the devil. We were just talking about you.
What a
Okay,
coincidence.
Which one of us do they recognise?
They're kind of speaking to you in general. No,
I've got
it's-
my mask on, but it's not a disguise. It's just the leech mask.
yeah.
I'm wearing a Van Dyke beard. A black Van Dyke, a ginger Van Dyke beard.
Is this outside or inside?
Inside.
This is inside. You're kind of in the like little corridor that adjoins the front of the kind of funeral home and the back where he does all the undertaking work and like stores coffins and things like that.
Isn't this a coincidence?
Bollocks. I thought it was outside. Like
Isn't that
in
a
the back quarter, in the back of the back with the little yard, perhaps a little yard in the back.
You've never been
Yeah.
to a mortuary. You're lucky.
I'm sure they're not all the same.
Regardless, you're inside, so yeah, you're kind of cornered. I mean, you can you hear the people behind you, and you can turn around and see that there's a couple of other Foghounds. I say couple. There's 4.
I'm
So
gonna
there's 4
I'm gonna backflash. Flashback.
Flashback.
I'm gonna flashback in a minute, but I want to see what happens.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, if you like, so he says, fancy seeing you. We were just talking about you, and if you're kind of all just sort of like not saying anything, just he goes. So,
Hang on, who's our leader? Well, our exalted leader's not here.
I mean, you're not the leader character, so it's down to either
Charles, it does
Crow
help if you unmute
or
yourself.
Yeah, I am.
Raven.
I'm happy to actually step forward at this point and say what you're going to say.
Yeah.
And then just wait for him to make his point. But I'm like squaring off against him, not going for him. Just
yeah, he goes.
myself forward to take a hit if necessary.
Yeah, he goes. You Talons have been operating on our turf, and you haven't been paying for the right to do so. You owe us.
I'm sorry for the right to. Who are we talking to?
Sort of. And who are you exactly?
Yeah, like that you see like the funeral director sort of that sort of like pulls his like scarf, and he goes, yeah.
No, I think I butt in here and say, now I understand how this works. You always pay up, and you control this territory. We've got no turf to work from.
Don't tell him that. Oh,
No, it's fine. That's fine. And we need this one. We need this space to do our thing. We can work with you and come to an agreement. And that's what we kind of came here hoping to achieve somehow. Talk this out. Or this place is just ours.
Is it now?
It's up to you.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I said.
The easy way.
And I take off my mask, and there's like the spider eye.
Yeah. He looks a bit kind of he's kind of visibly a bit freaked by that.
We are known as being weird, so maybe
Yeah.
not.
I mean, you've got a rep, so
I'm like playing with a
roll?
gadget in my hands.
I've got a butcher's knife, which I'm just flicking up and catching, flicking up and catching, flicking up and catching.
And I'm just kind of drumming my nails on the back of my hand, and it's making the audible tapping sound of porcelain.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got nothing in my hands at all.
yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, we're in a desperate position, so I guess what you're trying to do is sway. You're trying to convince him to basically go for a deal. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, sway seems like it makes sense for this. Yeah.
Sweet.
So desperate. I mean, they at the moment feel like they've got the upper hand, so I think it's probably limited effect, but it's.
Okay, backflash. Flashback. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. I keep getting the wrongs. Right. So earlier today, not more than an hour ago, I saw a load of them because we are literally not too far away from this very building.
This is kind of where you're
Right.
operating out of. Yeah.
It's just down the street.
We're just not even down the street. We're literally in the
We're
backyard.
literally in the background.
So I saw them go in there. Unfortunately, I didn't mention anything to anyone because I just forgot. So I've climbed up and sneaked into there, and I've got myself into a position where I'm going to come out from behind someone and just put a knife against and sort of threaten from behind.
Well, we kind of already established in the fiction that you're here.
No, I haven't.
Like-
I've never said I was here.
Oh, that's true. I mean, you never said you actually walked in with the rest of the group. So sure, we'll say that. Like, it turns out that it's just everyone except Magpie has gone into here.
It's the lad.
And so you've been like waiting in like the rafters or something.
Yep.
Or, yeah. And you're just gonna
So-
like drop down and stab in the neck.
Not
or
stab,
something.
No,
just
So I think-
threaten.
I think it's a setup action to kind of show that we have more control over the situation than they
Yeah.
do.
And they do.
So
Yeah.
it's trying to set up increased effect.
Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Can't remember how setup actions work.
Prowl, just roll prowl, and then see if there's a negative thing that happens to him.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. It's just do an action and then.
Do I have
yeah,
to
it just
spend stress
improves
for
the
this?
effect.
Flashback.
I think
Or
it's like
backflash.
fairly standard flashback. I'll say it's like a one stress flashback
Right.
to just get yourself in position to do this. Yeah.
Prowess, yeah?
Yeah. It's. Let's see. I'm trying to see what action makes sense for this. Probably skirmish if you're going to try and attack. someone,
Prowl,
right?
isn't it?
Oh, prowl. Yeah,
Yeah.
since you're sneaking around. Yeah, prowl makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does this get desperate bollocks and stuff like that?
I mean, I guess technically this. I mean, well, this is actually before the thing that was happening. So even though it's technically before the engagement, the setting up of this prowl. So
It moves into. He's moving. He's like revealing himself at the point that things are desperate, though.
that's true. Yeah, we'll say it's desperate as well.
Excellent, I get a bonus dice.
they're both desperate. So
And an XP.
yeah,
Do I actually get an XP for that? Hang on.
yeah. You always get
Desperate.
XP for just any
Oh
desperate
my
roll. You get
fucking
XP.
god! Hang on, no, that's. I don't even know what I just rolled there.
You rolled prowess, which
You rolled
isn't what
resistance.
you rolled a resist roll, which isn't a thing you're meant to be doing.
Okay,
It's
how
prowl.
do I do? Oh, prowl. Okay, I clicked on
Yeah.
the wrong thing.
Yes.
Right, so it's desperate.
Yeah,
Standard effect.
yeah. I mean, I'd say in this case it's standard effects. They're not expecting.
I do have my fine shadow cloak on it though.
Oh, that's true. They're not. So they can't know. They don't know that you're there. It's I mean, it's generally dark, so
Don't wear that. You'll get like it won't be desperate anymore, and then you won't get the bonus dice.
No, it doesn't. No, it just it improves the effect, not the.
Okay, sorry.
So it'll go up from standard, or if it was limited, it goes up to standard effect. Does it not? I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
It bumps the effect up one level.
Great.
Since we started it on standard, we'll bump it up to great. So you've got desperate great.
That's awesome.
I get bonus dice for it.
I believe in you.
Am I attacking for? When you attack from hiding or spring a trap, you get +1 dice.
Then yes,
Yeah, this
Is
is
that ambush?
that is
That's exactly what you said you're doing. So sure.
Okay.
So that's 2 bonus dice, isn't it?
Yes. Hey!
6!
Nice. So what exactly was it you're going to do? Because it pans out however you say it does.
So I came in. So I've come into the. So I saw them go into the shop, and I've gone. So I've climbed up the side of the building and gone through quietly through through an open window at the top.
Yeah.
And I've snuck down the stairs. Saw the 2 people, like 2 of them who are waiting outside, just waiting for for the gang to turn up. And what I've done is I've sort of gone into the. They may have gone into the back room, and I've gone, and I'm literally just sort of like, what Tom Clan, whatever. What's the spy gun?
The classic spy film where you're kind of like pinned up against a wall, like in the ceiling. Yeah. Nice. And then you just
And then just drop down. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you trying to attack someone at the same time? Or are you
No,
just trying to like knife to the throat?
Just literally knife to the throat.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And with a witty repertoire, like, don't think you'd have such an upper hand, do you? Really?
Looks like we got the
Drop
on you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, brilliant. Like that.
Cool.
Oh my god, why?
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the disguise and I'm just walking out.
You just throw your beard on the ground, just like, fuck this.
Fuck this.
good. Bye.
I'm gonna-
So, because he had great effect, does that mean I go from limited to standard to great myself? Or is it just instead it's standard effect, but it'll carry a bit more advantage forward, like story?
I mean, I arguably I would say it increases the position because it's less desperate now that they're in a less.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so you're now risky, and you get the effect bonus, so it's risky standard now, basically.
Except I will trade position for effect.
Okay, so cool.
Desperate great.
Desperate great. Nice.
Because he gets a bonus dice as well.
I have to.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah. Does anyone want to spend a stress to help in any way?
Can
Remind me what
Can I
you're
spend
doing
this? Can I spend the stress to do?
Yeah, you can still do that.
Would that make logical sense, or I'll let everyone else do something if they want to?
I'll add some stress. How much was it for assistance? 1 or 2?
1.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 stress. You give another character a dice.
So what are you actually trying to do, Charles?
I'm convincing them to talk it out rather than turning it into an immediate bloodbath.
Oh, okay. So I'm not threatening anyone.
You can do. It would help my sway.
I mean, would that not make more sense for me to do, as I'm not really a violency type of character, whereas you kind of very happily said to a
Yes.
demon, yes, I'll kill people for you.
Yeah. Okay. Go
Please
ahead,
love
then.
me.
Like, a big part of this was that it was limited effect because they felt like they were in a better position. So
Yeah.
if we show that if we make a bigger impression on them. And
Oh, don't worry. Meredith can sound scary.
I'll let Meredith take the stress then. I don't mind either way.
Yeah.
If you have an idea.
I'll take the stress and help. And there goes a stress for me. There we go.
Cool.
How do you
So,
help?
yeah. What is it you're doing to assist?
Just kind of reinforcing his words, I guess.
Well, how so? Are you just, or are you kind of like standing there menacingly. You gonna do some weird tuny, like I can get in your head and fuck you up if you.
Basically, yeah, kind of just sort of slowly pull out my spirit mask and put it on. Like, I'm ready to bring some ghosts in to fuck this shit up if you don't sit the fuck down.
Yeah, just kind of like a standard kind of show of like, we're good to go if you are. Yeah.
Basically.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, seeing his man like suddenly with a knife to his throat, and this whole situation suddenly turned around. He's
I roll.
Nice. Yeah. He's suddenly a lot more willing to talk. He goes, okay, sure. What kind of deal are you proposing?
We use this space, and we pay you every job we do. We give you a coin. Simple as that.
What? Why? What?
No.
That's how things work.
We want the turf for ourselves.
Yes, and if
I genuinely think we're demanding for them to fuck off from you.
Yeah.
Which is what we want. We want them to fuck off.
And we
It will
don't
be
hurt them.
Which they will do. I mean, basically, they'll let you have this turf, but you're paying them for it. Yeah.
we can't be in this area and working. Like, that's basically will turn into war if we don't do this. If we don't pay up. Like, okay, mechanically, every time we do a job from this point on and don't give them a coin, their relationship with us goes down one, and that is how it works.
Okay,
So it constantly goes towards war if we don't pay them mechanically.
Yes, okay, and listen to this thing. They already have a full clock on teaching us a lesson, and they're like at -1 already, I think, with us. We are gonna fight these guys.
-2. Yeah, it's gonna be a war, and we're gonna win.
And we are both the same tier. We got this, I think.
But if you go to war, you'll both go down a tier, effectively, because it reduces your hold. And if your hold is weak already, then it reduces you down to
if we pay them
previous tier.
off, can we improve our relation with them?
We're not even offering to pay them off. We're offering
but
to pay them what's
rent.
owed.
We're paying rent, basically, is what you're saying. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you're effectively renting this turf off them. And she goes, okay. He's like, yeah, you can buy the rights to this turf, but what about all the stuff you haven't paid us so far for what you've been doing? We'll owe back taxes.
How much?
And
5 sessions, 5 jobs, in that. No, it's not 5 sessions now.
It's 9.
It's 9, but how many do you think they worked out? Maybe there's a fortune roll.
well, he kind of looks to his boys, and they kind of crack their knuckles, and it's like, I think it's got to be paid in blood. You should have come to us first.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll go. Okay, and then I'll just stick the knife in the bloke's neck.
Well, sure.
That's just...
They said paid in blood.
Someone struggled with their complications, their facing traumas today. Okay, so okay, cool.
That's gonna be 2 XP at the end of today.
Yeah.
I get it.
If you'd basically just taken the beating, they would have been like fine to go. Cool, like we've got a pound of flesh. You can work here now. Like,
oh really?
Now,
okay,
yeah.
all right. I won't do it then. If that is
no, it's too late. You've established
too late
it now.
now.
But
Too
it's like,
flashback. I don't do it. I'll spend too stress and don't do it. How's that?
No.
Oh, come on.
No. Oh, come on. You want to do this?
James,
It is in character.
It's much more fun.
It is in character.
As players, we're totally behind you. As characters,
We hate you.
like, we're not going to turn on you.
No, No.
Well, we're gonna have to roll with it.
Bloodcrow loves this. It's time to throw some bombs around. Like what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
all right then. So yeah, I'll just say, okay.
Don't throw bombs! We're gonna get killed with them!
If they say, if they're like, so yeah, if they say, all right, and now you need to pay in blood,
Yeah.
then I'll
sounds
go fine, and I'll slit the guy's throat, and go, there's your fucking
Cool.
blood.
Does it
Fine.
work?
Sorted. Wait, done. In which
Score's
case,
over!
Is this skirmish now?
yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean that's the action you're taking, effectively, isn't it? You're going skirmish. I mean, like you can just succeed. Like you've got him by the throat. It's not. You don't need to roll for that. It's fine. However, what's happening now is skirmish. So I mean, the first thing you're going to have to do is resist the fact that they pull out their pistols and start shooting. You know, well, it's like.
Well, it's very confined. It's very confined quarters.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, they were just ready to beat down. But now that you've killed one of theirs, they're
Well,
going
they should have
taking
chose
the
better words.
My bad. You said blood.
Before we do this, do you want to go? Should we have a break?
Okay.
Sure.
We've got
Yeah.
about 5 minutes before we need to go, anyways, or 4 minutes. So we'll take a break now, and then we can come back and I can die.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back shortly. Don't change that channel.
This isn't.
All right, we're back. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm gonna unmute everyone else because they were still talking while I was trying to fucking bring us back. Hi, I've got a digestive.
Hello.
You. So.
This Let's
The
Play.
Scottish Bulge! The Scottish Bulge!
No, this Let's Play is sponsored by Zardos.
Can we move on, please?
Yeah.
Next week it's sponsored by the Delos Theme Park Association.
I think we need to. So someone's being shot.
Yes, and that is Magpie.
They are
Oh,
shooting.
thank God.
Right,
They're getting shot good.
right. I have a body in front of me.
Yeah, so rather than them going for severe harm, we'll go for mild harm with a glancing shot where you manage to push a body in front of you. But you're still going to have to resist taking mild.
What am I rolling? To resist?
I mean, prowess probably makes sense for this.
We could use his rolls earlier.
No, that's not.
No.
Well, I don't get any bonus dice, do I?
No.
All right.
You've got a dead body in front of you.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh,
Didn't even fucking matter.
Wait.
stress.
3 stress.
I'd like to take the next action.
Go, go, go.
So I'm face to face with the leader. My mask is off. Guns are firing.
Uh-huh.
I want to get up in
People
his
are dying.
I want to get up in his face and blow out my paralytic poison.
Nice.
I spent 2 stress
Death breath.
to,
It's
Good,
called
bro.
Hanatosis.
Oh. That's when I push myself. So yeah, I can either push myself to increase effect or no, I'll just get another dice. Push myself another dice. Easy. And what is this roll?
I mean, I guess it's effectively you're trying to attack him in close quarters, right? It's just that you're attacking him with your breath, so it still feels pretty skirmishy. It's like,
And you've got mint.
yeah.
Skirmish, and what's it going to be? I'm getting in the middle of it, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of stepping into the fray. And also, you effectively don't have weapons, right? You're just like walking up unarmed, breathing into his face. That feels kind of desperate in the middle of a gunfight.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We go like desperate standard effect since you're breathing poison. So.
It's a tearful poison.
Yeah, nice. Oh well, yeah. In fact, it's basically like extreme effect, then, isn't it? So compared to since they're on tier 1, so yeah.
2 bonus, 1 for desperate, 1 for pushing myself. There ain't any way I can think of anyone to assist me. I'll just roll it. Or
Okay.
there works.
So,
I need skirmish.
you succeed, but
Well, of course it is. You accidentally get a bit on Magpie, and he becomes
I'm at the back.
paralyzed.
nah, I'm not going to punish somebody else for his. That's a bit harsh.
He gets a bit on himself, and his left arm is paralyzed.
I mean,
you
it doesn't make
can-
sense because you're immune to it, right? So,
You can choose to. I'm immune to it.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I think basically, like, he gets paralyzed as he tries to like bring up a gun or whatnot, and as he falls, the gun goes off, and but because it's a wild shot,
Everybody
let's say like you know,
roll resist. Then
Yeah, I mean, I
can
guess-
choose to. But I want to
yeah,
hear what's
we'll
going to
say.
happen first.
Let's do a fortune roll and see whether we and we'll do a fortune roll to decide whether it's going to be moderate or mild harm. So,
Oh, okay.
somebody want to roll it, or I can roll it.
You roll it, Monty. It's your character.
Cool.
Rolls a 6.
I shall roll a single dice.
I'll change my mind if he rolls a 6. Someone else can roll it.
One.
Um,
So, well, go mild then in that case. So you take a mild harm of like grazing gunshot wounds.
I'm going to say that I'm wearing heavy armor,
Fair.
and I'm gonna uncheck my heavy so that takes the bullet.
Cool. Nice.
Call it a steel toe cap.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
do that? Can you do that with armor?
Yeah, that's what armor does. It basically reduces the level of harm by 1, but you
You're
mark off it.
light, so it's like so difficult for you to have armor and do other things. You can either have a heavy armor as light and nothing else, or normal armor and one box. But I've got heavy. And I've still got 3 left. It's great. So yeah, he's paralyzed for the T4 paralysis. So their lead is down.
Yeah, the lead is down. He's just like,
That's what I wanted.
cool.
And maybe I grab a gun.
I mean, you can
Effect?
probably, yeah, I mean, you can probably take it out of his hands as he falls down. Like,
Hey, extreme effect. Can I get what's in his pockets and stuff?
I mean, yeah, I mean, basically, he's paralyzed. You
Maybe I go down with him and make it look like he shot me, and then I grab the.
yeah. That's where the grazing blow comes from. But luckily, your armor just takes it, and you just like reach your hands to his pockets and pilfer whatever he's got on it.
Let's call it a gun, and we'll work out the rest later.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, can I throw a couple of flashbang-like devices into the air?
You certainly can.
I hope you shout to close our eyes.
Absolutely, I'm going to do that.
Problem is, if you tell everyone to close their eyes,
I mean, they'll hear that as well.
they'll hear it.
I think this is a desperate one since we're getting shot at right now.
Yeah, and you're throwing bombs into a close quarter situation. So sure. Yeah, we'll say desperate. It's probably standard. In fact, it's a close quarter situation, like, and it's effectively a concussion grenade, right? So it's probably great effect. So we go desperate, great.
He would shout a code word that would let us know to close our eyes.
And it was too stressed to push myself, right?
Yes.
All right. I want another dice, and there we go. Close your eyes.
Okay, minor complication.
Someone
No, it's
forgot
not
to close.
severe. It's severe because it's desperate, isn't it? So,
Someone forgot to close their eyes.
Maybe the team gets. No, that's actually really bad.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious severe complication of you throwing flashbang grenades into a close quarters combat situation is that everyone goes blind.
I would also feel like somebody probably gets burned as well by the filament that causes the flash.
You can resist it.
Yeah, I mean, because well, effectively it's like blindness and deafness. So,
Maybe it affects everyone.
yeah, it feels like it should affect everyone. I mean, that it makes sense from the fiction. I think that.
I forgot. What was it? Minor or major?
Oh, what's
Major.
A major. Okay, for a major makes sense then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think blind and deaf basically is like, concussed effectively. At least, I mean, it's temporary, I suppose. It's not permanent, obviously. But,
Yes, just a small effect.
but everyone is affected. So unless you guys want to run, unless everyone wants to roll resist, I guess, to see whether you manage to cover your eyes and ears well enough.
The thing is, if you resist, they can't resist, so you can go ham on them.
What do we roll resist?
Prowess, I
How do we
guess.
roll resist?
What makes a good? I mean, I guess you can argue what would make sense, but prowess seems like the most.
That's what I'm going to
Could
roll.
Yeah.
Could I argue for Maggie? For Magpie? No, for Mackie.
You can argue for me if you want.
Oh, fuck you. You got us in this mess.
Wow. I didn't. You got yourself in this mess.
we did join.
Another wishes.
Ah,
Could I argue for Mackie that he would have noticed that this would have happened? Could I roll for insight instead?
What is in, like, you kind of were prepared for something like this, and you're using like your foresight
Got
to
6.
Exactly.
have. Sure, go on then.
I resisted.
Cool. Yeah. So Magpie is entirely. You shield
I
your
did not
face
resist.
behind the other guy, the body.
I'd like to.
Okay, so I get 2 stress.
Cool.
I'd like to argue insight as well because I want to leech.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen this,
You know what these things are. You know what to do. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
and
this
I've
makes
seen
sense.
this sort of
and
thing.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, wait.
what
So
did you
we
say,
didn't-
folks?
Hello?
You went a bit robotic.
I was just going to say that given that I wasn't here last time Zefka blew stuff up, it makes sense that I wasn't prepared.
Cool.
Yeah, I've seen this sort of shit happen before in Night Sun.
Also, I mean, you're going to have to resist your own bombs, yeah, Yosefka. So,
Oh, I guess. Makes sense.
I mean, you don't have to resist. You can just take it and be.
Like you would
blinded.
think, you would think, throws them up, covers ears, block eyes.
Maybe you didn't expect them to go off so fast, though.
Okay.
Maybe they had a short fuse.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I mean, it's not just that. It's like, there's scuffles going on. You're dodging bullets and stuff. Like, you may just been distracted to the point where you couldn't shield yourself in time.
It's like, whoop, hey, watch it! Oh,
Well, with I mean, with the 1, you still resist it. It's just very stressful.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so
Yeah, but here's the good news. The bad guys are all blinded and deafened, so
Yeah.
you probably get like advantage in all this now.
Yeah, I think.
on D&D.
So how do
Yeah. I mean,
how much stress do I take then?
well, if you're not resisting, none. You don't take any stress. You just become deaf and blind.
With the 1, you're taking 5 stress.
Yeah, you roll.
Fox is frozen again.
Yeah, your net seems to be buggering up.
Oh yeah, Raven rolled 1. Yeah, so okay.
I don't know why.
Tell
So
your flatmates stop downloading porn or whatever they're doing.
Stop downloading sawdust.
yeah, yes,
I
taunting
live in a
Zardos. Yeah.
student house. It's kind of expected.
Right, so yeah, you're going to take 5 stress because you rolled 1 on your prowess to resist. So
Don't worry.
cool. So everyone manages to duck and cover just in time, but the fog hounds, the
God.
remaining ones anyway, are sort of, like really disorientated.
Right.
But me and Magpie need everything to be desperate.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, things are definitely things are risky still. I mean, people are wandering around with guns and fists and stuff.
Yeah.
They just can't see you now, or not,
So
or hear you.
So behind us are 4,
Yeah.
and in front of us there are how many that are able to fight back?
There were 3 in there plus the funeral guy.
Okay,
There's
so
now 2.
That's
One's paralyzed on the floor. One and and then one is like flailing. The funeral director is also flailing. He's trying to he's kind of crawling along the floor, kind of like trying to find a way out of this room.
It's like
can I as an action, can I go up to the guy who to the guy left of the original 3, and with utmost finesse, can I just gingerly slice from the beginning, from the point where his rib cage doesn't quite meet all the way down to his belly button?
You can certainly try.
Right, I'll do that.
Go.
Risky.
I would say risky standards. I mean, they're not super geared up for war, but they're geared up.
Yeah.
So.
So risky standard. I'll push myself to get a bonus dice. Die rather. And yay!
Nice. So yeah, you just manage it. Yeah, but it's you try. Maybe he sort of as he feels you shove the knife in, he tries to grab you, but you're too quick, and you just and he falls down to the ground. Were you trying to make it like a killing blow, or was it more
a killing blow?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so he just collapses spluttering. It's
Basically, it's the reason the 2's here is because it's like the scene in Psycho. He's trying to get the fucking thing in.
Yeah. Cool. So the room is basically clear. However, you have the people behind you to deal with.
Well, they're in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, they.
I took out
were
one
coming up
front,
behind
we still
you.
got another one.
Yeah, they're going to probably open fire. So,
Fox, do you want to do something?
I mean, kinda, but kinda not, because I'm 1 stress away from trauma.
Or someone else can visit if
And I've also been. I also got blinded, so I don't really know what I can do at this point.
no,
and I'm
because you
also-
resisted, you're not blinded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long does blindness and
You don't-
deafness
you don't-
affect them?
You don't have to do anything. I was just
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything yet.
I'll act.
You do that. I was going to act again if no one was going to move.
Oh, do we just? Sorry, I was being role playing, waiting for my initiative turn. But I guess
there's no initiative.
No initiative.
Things happen when you make them happen, basically.
Yeah. Because I wanted to study the guy that's paralyzed and find out.
Oh no! I want to kill our threats. That's what I want to do, rather than study something.
Well, no, I wanted to study him and find out. This is going to sound stupid if he's the leader of all these guys.
We can do it afterwards. Just do it.
No, I want to do it now so I can force the other 4 to fuck off.
I'll just
I
kill them.
No, what we do is we hold the leader hostage, and we tell them fuck off or he gets it. You see what we can do? Do you want to carry on?
Just bluff then.
Yeah,
And
bluff
and
them to
just-
fuck off.
Just bluff and hope that he is the leader.
Yeah, that's why I want to study him. I want to find out if he's the fucking leader.
Don't study.
Oh.
Just do it. Just see.
I mean, the thing is, you're
There's-
talking out
there's-
loud, so even if it's not him,
There's-
he's probably going to hear, except for the
Like
fact that they're all deaf.
In this situation, to take the time to study him is to waste a turn because they'll be shooting you anyway.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll pick him up and I'll hold him so that any shots will have to go through him.
Right.
And I've got the bleeding butcher's knife right next to his throat.
Right, so yeah, you're grabbing the paralyzed guy on the ground and just
Yeah,
holding him in front of you. What? And that's it. You're just using him as a shield, or are you going to try and like?
yeah. I'm waiting to see how long it takes the other bastards to get out of the blindness and deafness.
All right. Well, I'm going to
Cool.
stab. I want to try and stab one of them.
Mhm.
If that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll go after. And
Stab.
do more some stabbing.
So
Dagger,
they're,
dagger.
they're technically unable to see where I am, right?
That is true.
Okay, so I
And he also
technically.
can't hear you coming.
So when you attack from hiding or spring a trap, I get +1 dice.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna go for prowl as well. Actually, can we do a group prowl?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
We both want to do the same thing here.
Hey, I want to join in on that.
I'll lead. Yeah.
What you're gonna? What are you going to try and do like a coup d'etat and just take all of them out
Yep.
in like one
Yeah.
action? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Go for it. Yeah.
I'll lead.
What's the position and stuff?
I say it's probably risky standard. I mean, like obviously they feel like people attacking them. They feel a knife slide into them. They're going to shoot off weapons and stuff. But
I'll take some chances. If
Yeah.
like because this would kill them anyway. Great effect. Maybe I get some good body parts to take home. If I get.
cool.
I get.
So it's a group. So it's a group prowl.
Yeah.
I'll get in.
Hang on, you're holding a body. You can't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Woohoo!
Nice.
I get some.
Wait, I can prowl with a fucking body, can't I? We'll kidnap him.
Oh,
We
is
can
this,
use him as
is this desperate?
No. Well, I traded position for effect.
Can I change? Can I do that?
You've already got a 6.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna
I mean-
trade as well.
It's up to the GM.
I'm going to like rush in aggressively.
Yeah. I mean, if you all want to try and desperately do it, then sure. But then there will be problems. So.
Oh,
Well, no, because
gonna-
I get a bonus dice, you see, for Daredevil because it's +1 dice.
Yeah, go for it
when
then.
I'm doing, but don't worry about it. I'm not. I don't want to break the rules because it's already
Okay.
been
Oh,
rolled.
so they're
I'm just
charging the
gonna-
other bodies.
And
Prowl.
is it prowl? Yeah,
Prowl.
and it was
Yeah,
risky.
we're prowling.
Risky.
No, great, desperate.
Oh, so it was a desperate action.
But no,
No,
well, it
if
was
you want
risky
to
standard.
trade- It was risky standard. You can trade position for effect if you like on the roll.
Sure.
You can always trade, from what I understand.
Desperate and great. Yeah,
If you want to trade it up to that, sure.
and I get 2 bonus dice.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't do too well there though. So
It's okay. It's okay. We've got 6s here. Like I got.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got a 6, so you have succeeded at the mass murder.
and I've filled in the prowess roll as well. I've filled in prowess.
What?
Prowess.
Prowess.
Oh, XP.
The bar.
Right.
Dramatic
Cool.
XP.
Do I pick that now or later or at the end?
Uh,
At the end
Yeah.
of the score.
Now.
we do it. No, we do it. Yeah, we do it now because basically, otherwise, if you get more of it, we'll just forget about it if you don't keep ticking it up.
Yeah.
So,
And you take one. You take one stress.
Do I? Why?
Because I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. There's always one person.
Oh, could I argue that great effect is we can actually just take some of them back to create more product with, rather than just outright killing them all.
Well, I'm going
Well-
to kill them all.
yes, I mean, since Magpie's leading it, we'll let him decide. If you want to go
No.
for straight up murder,
I'm going
Yeah,
straight
then-
up murder.
yeah.
I mean, I
Sorry.
can still extract them.
Yeah, I mean, you can still extract their ghosts. Like, they're still good product dead. So,
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right.
Because they
Yeah,
threatened
but-
us, and I'm not letting them threaten us. Do you know? Oh no, you wasn't
Great
there.
effects is just like clean kills then. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we do. We're basically we're doing a daredevil. You know the corridor fights that they always seem to have. That's
So
what we're
good.
doing. But they're all blinded, so we're just literally going.
It's like
but-
reverse Daredevil. They're the ones that are blind, not us.
Yes, but
It's- yeah.
Daredevil kicked their asses. We didn't have our ass
It's-
kicked at all. Well, I took a bit. No, I didn't. Did any of us take any damage? No.
No. This
Yeah.
went far better than the last time my last
do-
troop did.
I do feel like though we might get in trouble for this, but
so you've
No shit!
you've got one paralyzed. Have you killed the paralyzed guy as well, or is he just laying paralyzed?
He's
No, I've got him.
paralyzed.
yeah, our nerd character's got him.
Cool.
No,
So-
he's got
Nerd
it.
character.
What
Yeah,
do you
I'll take-
call a leach?
Our turd.
How is a leech not the nerd character?
Yes.
I'm
Triggered.
a spider.
You're like offended now. It's like, yeah.
Two of us here, far more qualified to be nerds.
So
Exactly. I'm the charismatic douchebag.
I think I have an idea for an action that I would like to do.
Okay. Cool.
So we said right that as a con to me being for so long, I've basically now got a ghost permanently following me around.
Yeah. And bad
Right?
things. Have
I've-
he's probably
I've
done
now
bad
got,
things as you.
Reginald. Yeah, and Reginald Gareth McFungles is sort of just following me. I can see a way that I can twist this in my favor. I now have a weapon permanently following me, potentially. And I'm already wearing my spirit mask.
Yeah, I mean, you can try and compel this ghost,
so-
sure. I mean, you know, like the whole
Yeah, so I
reason
think I want
that he's
to
following
try-
you is that he was being
Oh,
compelled
fuck.
and held
Well,
captive
that's the thing
by
about-
the Dimmer sisters, forced to be a slave, basically. So if you stop doing the same thing to him, he's probably not going to just want to stick around.
Except I can go the whole, I'll let you have an hour in my body again.
Sure.
Sounds like
I mean-
prostitution to me, but okay.
Hey, it works.
Which is actually
Bribe.
completely acceptable in Duskwall.
Yes, indeed. So that's
And I actually have the opinion that it should be.
And Fox is frozen, God sadly.
Anyway.
I mean, yeah. So
What might be worth doing, Fox, in your next break is restarting your router.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
We can hear
Yeah.
you.
Well, no, I'm struggling to hear you
yeah.
because you're very
cutting out a bit.
choppy.
Do we want to take a
Oh.
break?
Well, we're
Yeah,
only-
that's probably.
yeah.
Or-
We've got half hour. Do you want to take a break and make sure no one else is using? Make sure no one's downloading shit or anything. I don't know what your internet's like at your new home.
Yeah. I mean, we've reached a good stopping point. We've murdered everyone. So
Apart from the paralyzed
Oh.
guy.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and hopefully Fox can go restart her router or something, or find out if anyone's doing something, and see if they can hold off for a bit. But we'll be back shortly. Don't you worry. And we're back, and hopefully Fox's internet is considerably better, which looks already better. You're not like that. You're not like that. All right.
I think it was like, no, other hand. No.
Is everyone trying to do a robot now?
No, I'm just trying to lose this game of chess real quick.
Well, when you want to stream, you just. And then you have.
I thought for a second you actually froze. Charles.
And yeah, you've got to just, like, in the middle of a sentence. And
Anyway.
then
We're done with the break. Let's
Yes.
get back to
Yeah,
it.
we're done with the break.
we've had enough real lag. We don't need fake. Okay, cool. So everyone is dead except you guys and one
And-
paralyzed guy. who was the guy you negotiated with, though. How well he's going to honour any deal you previously made at this point is probably up for discussion.
I think the idea, and might be, and correct me if I'm wrong, is to just kind of get some information from them about what.
Do we want to wrap up the score first?
Do we take him prisoner? Can we take him prisoner is a better option.
We're done here, right? This is.
Yeah, I mean, you can take him prisoner if you want to. Yeah, I mean, he's not going anywhere. He's
I just want to
powerless.
say, we don't actually have to talk to him. We don't actually have to talk to him to get information from him. We could kill him and then take the drugs made from his memories.
Oh yeah.
I tried that. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm already doing it.
So is that the end of the score?
yeah, seems like it.
Yeah.
Well, when we leave, before we leave as well, we'll make sure our undertaker friend is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll make
that's
him
probably a
cup-
good idea to check in with him first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll make a
he's been-
cup of tea for him.
And I'll probably say something along the lines of like, if they bother you again, let us know and we'll take them out.
Yeah.
You're under our protection now, matey. Don't you worry about it.
he doesn't look particularly. Yeah, he doesn't look particularly grateful, but he.
There's a new change in management, and you'll be pleased to know that your business is going to boom.
Less grandstanding, guys. What we need from you is the bodies. We don't need coin from you. Just the bodies before they go to the spirit wardens, and then we're good. Okay.
And the best part is we just loan the bodies. We can give them back to you if you need them to present them to family or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he generally gets the bodies after they've been like dissolved or whatnot, or at least,
So yeah, you're right, because we're using this as a store, aren't we? This is where we're going to store the bodies.
But yeah, I mean, him having bodies that is a thing that's expected. It's just that he normally gets the bodies pre-treated, you know.
And so we can store bodies that aren't pre-treated there, and it won't be suspicious.
It's our warehouse now.
Yeah, it's basically your merchandise warehouse, your ingredients working.
I forgot
warehouse.
what we were going for then, but yes, that's
Cool. I think that was a successful score, to tell you the honest truth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, let's see. Still got to loot the bodies and find out what was on the. So, the gun that I got off the leader, if he was that at all, was it particularly nice?
Can I do the study to? Can I do the study to check? Fuck, I'm choking on tea.
I mean, you can just like examine it. You don't really need. It's nothing particularly like out of the ordinary that requires a study per se. You can tell it's a fine pistol.
Okay, cool. I'll take that then.
Yeah, two of his associates have normal pistols, and then the rest of them have fine knives.
I'll take one.
I heard cat.
Yeah, it's once play. Just ignore it.
It adds to the ghost noises. This is how Reginald is poltergeisting me. He just sits there making animal noises in my ears. He just comes up behind me.
Attention play. I think you're in the other room, and I'm probably going to come in a minute. Is wow, woo, and there's some other noises that I can translate for you if and when they happen.
Yeah,
I'm
so I
sure
guess
the sisters are loving this.
we should probably work out rep.
This is sponsored by Cat Translations.
So I mean, rep, like you're gonna get 2 straight away.
Okay.
Who's going to handle the cruise
I'm going to
ship?
do it.
They're not a tier higher than you. You're the same tier basically, so no bonus for that. I mean, you did just straight out slaughter a bunch of them in front of a witness.
That's
We told them to keep quiet.
And
we
like,
don't get heat for murder.
Because of the whale.
Yes. No,
He
you
works
don't.
for us.
Yeah.
He works for us now.
I mean, he's not going to go snitching on anyone. He's seen what you can do. So, and yeah, I mean, and also he knows how to clean up bodies. I mean, so he knows how to make this go away.
It's like the scene. It's like the chemist in the picture of Dorian Gray.
It's so yeah, you're good. I mean, there's probably some rep where it's like, you know, he's going to probably talk, like there's going to be some chat where, and the fact that these people don't come back is going to be obviously known about. So, but otherwise it's pretty much kept on the download. So, I mean, I think you're probably just stuck with the 2 rep just because there's not a lot known and it's specifically you guys.
Okay.
Coin wise, apart from the items that you found, you know, they've got like there's several full purses basically that you've managed to, like, you know, their little coin pouches and stuff that you've managed to loot off the bodies. So we'll say it's like 2 coin.
All right.
Worth of cash you've gotten out of this. You didn't like rough up the funeral guy or anything to say, you know, pay us some cash or what will happen to you too. So so he's fine. In fact, he's reasonable. He straight away he feels in a better position than if you then turned around and basically beamed the foghounds to him and beat him up. So that's turned out all right. Heat wise, I mean, it's contained. I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily smooth and quiet. I mean, you know, you murdered a whole bunch of people in not necessarily a public place.
But they got the whale.
People would have noticed that there's a commotion for sure.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know about the deaths necessarily.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
were missing here.
I mean, the flashbangs would have flashed through the windows.
Yeah, they were loud.
yeah, there was definitely some loud. Oh, that's actually true. Actually, I
There
wouldn't say it was.
There was some gunfire
There
as
was
well.
there was gunfire, there was explosions, and a whole bunch of people that went there never came out again. We'll probably say it's 4 here, actually.
4?
Yeah, I mean it was loud, and it was reasonably chaotic inside the.
Okay.
The room.
I just don't know how he'd work, so
Yeah.
I tapped in 4.
Yeah. So.
And how many bodies did we get?
6.
Sorry, what?
We got 6 bodies because
Yes.
Total. Okay.
Are these
Yeah.
Scotland
and we've
or was it
They're a mix. So.
any
One of them is Scotlander, 4 of them are Akarosi, one of them is Aruvian.
What
Ooh.
the Akarosi? What kind of affectations are there that might be interesting for my design?
no, that's
let's see.
Tycherosi, isn't it?
Oh,
Tycherosi,
Tycherosi.
yeah,
I mean,
Tycherosi are the
was there a
demon.
Tycherosi?
No, there was no Tycherosi in this particular group.
What about the guy that we brought in?
Oh, what, the leader?
Yeah.
He is in fact Tycherosi, yes.
Ooh.
I say to him, listen, pal, we want some information, and I'm going to leave you to this guy. You better talk when he's done with you. And I hand him over to Pigeon.
Oh, he won't be able to talk for another half an hour. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell whether he looks afraid or angry because he's just frozen in place. But like you can, like his eyes like starting to move, and you know. Cool. So.
I just for added measure, I wipe the blood off in even strokes. Once on the left, once on the right. I wipe all the blood off onto him in even strokes to make sure that Pigeon's symmetry is handled.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you can tell there's definitely some apprehension going on in that head. Right. So
I miss these days.
we should probably do entanglements, unless anyone wants to try and Do anything else? I mean, I suppose entanglement
Did we
makes
get
sense
turf?
to do first.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Effectively, you've got this turf. I mean, at least until the foghounds come back, they try and
would
take
be,
it back.
Surplus storage.
Yeah.
Okay, marked it down.
Yeah, the surplus cachet.
Yeah, surplus cash. It's where we can keep excess. I mean, we do have a lot of bodies and stuff.
So many bodies, so little time.
Yeah, so effectively that means you can push like when you're selling product, you can sell an additional 2 coins worth of it effectively because you've got the extra supply.
Yeah,
So-
when we go on that kind of, when we go on.
I just had an idea for what.
Yeah.
I just had an idea for what we could do with the bodies afterwards.
Yeah. What?
We turn them into pies.
Oh, no.
But you want to Sweeney Todd them.
Someone already brought it up like 20 sessions ago.
We have a way of getting rid of them that's like flawless and pie.
But then we
is in.
make a profit.
We have, and I quote, the good stuff. I'm quoting the sheet. So, like, what we get from pies will not touch what we get from their stuff.
Okay, fine.
It's a waste of time.
Wait, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
If we made pies,
Is there any chance?
would the pies get plus 2 tier?
I mean, I suppose like if you're going to spend time
I mean,
focusing
not
on
make
pie
pies.
production,
We're not. I was joking. I just realised.
but I mean, sure, it's the good
I mean,
stuff.
is there any chance we can? Is there any chance we can get ourselves some dogs and basically feed leftover corpses to the dogs?
We have a place to put the bodies after we're done with them as well. It's the same place that we're storing them.
Our funeral dude is taking care of it.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. It's great.
All right. What's next?
A
Let's
town?
just-
Yeah,
Oh,
so
indeed.
we need to do entanglements.
Oh, that's what it's called, entanglement.
Yeah.
So somebody wants to roll for that. I think
Oh,
we're currently on 6 heat, 1 wanted level. So we'll be rolling 1 dice.
shall I?
I'll do it.
Okay.
1 dice.
Do we get? We don't get a 4 or 5 again. That would have been hilarious. But okay, so 3. So flipped or interrogation. Okay. So I don't think anything makes. It doesn't necessarily make sense that someone gets flipped at the moment.
What's flip do?
Basically, one of your contacts, patrons or clients, or group of your customers switch allegiances due to the heat on you. So, I mean, potentially it makes sense.
I mean, the Foghound dude
Do
we're
the,
selling to.
do the Foghhounds have other allegiances that might get pissed off with what we did?
I mean, on the other hand, we didn't leave anyone alive except for one person who's a prisoner, so they wouldn't really know it was us.
Not strictly, no. But
All right,
They
and
can
so what's
probably-
the other one?
and the other one is interrogation, where the Bluecoats round up one of the PCs for questioning.
Well, that's how we get rid of J-Wall.
No, I'll take it.
Cool. Yeah, cool. So, like, how did they manage to round you up? What happened? How did you get ambushed by Bluecoats and dragged off into a police cell?
I reckon I was simply minding my own business, strolling along, and I think they'll probably drive up in a carriage,
Yeah, so like the goat-drawn carriage. Yeah.
the goat-drawn carriage, and open the doors. The doors slide open rather than open like outward normally, and then they grab me.
Yeah, like black bad sap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dragged in. Yeah. Nice. So you can
The
either
black
pay
bag gets stuck over my.
Less of an interrogation, more of a kidnapping.
Well, one can lead to the other. It's fine.
Why not both? So you can either pay them off with 3 coin, or they beat you up level 2 harm, and you tell them what they want to know, which adds an additional 3 heat. And you can resist each of those, but separately.
Pay them off. Pay them off.
Pay them off.
We don't have money for that.
Don't you have anything on you?
I've got I've got 4 stash total, so no.
We got 2 coin on our.
It's
So-
fine. I've got an armor left. So what are the 3 things?
So there's you paid them off with 3 coin, or they beat you up for level 2 harm, and you tell them what they want to know, which adds 3 heat. So since you're not
So
doing the
first
coin stuff.
I'm gonna resist the heat first.
Okay, cool.
And what's that? Resolve, I'm guessing.
Yeah, resolve kind of makes sense for that. Yeah,
Cool.
nice.
Okay, cool. And then from getting beaten up, I've got 1 armor left from the gig. So I'm going to use that to reduce it to 1, and then I'm going to use prowess to reduce it to 0.
Okay,
1.
nice. Well, that was all right.
And
Yeah, you're an old
that's
hat
why
at this.
That's why I took this, because my resistances are 3 across the board. My vice rolls are great now.
Yeah. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they they beat you up, but you're not that phased by it. You don't talk, you don't spill the beans, and they know they're wasting their time with you, so they just chuck him out. Like, you know, they just like tip you into the canal or something somewhere. Yeah, so like, you know, screw you.
Probably had worse done to me. It's probably worse I've done to myself, given that to a tier 4 paralytic.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you missing your pinky fingers?
Oh, there is worse. Well, James has credit. He got a crit cutting them off.
Yeah, I'll cut them off. I'll do it again if you want.
Again?
We'll see what happens.
They grow back, I'll cut them off.
We'll see what happens.
Don't be such a baby. Lips grow back. No, they don't.
Downtime, I guess. Downtime activities now.
Okay, so I think it's fairest to do this first. J-Wall has said that he wants his character to go to jail.
Yes.
So, and I promised that I would roll badly for him.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to try and keep that promise. Is it okay if we do that first? Because that's its own thing, isn't it?
Okay, cool. So he's going to turn himself in, basically, is he?
Peacock's going to turn himself in.
Yeah.
Our hero.
And your wanted level is 1, so that's going to send him down for about a month or 2 in prison.
Yeah, and there's a roll I need to make.
There's an incarceration roll. So you roll 1 dice for each tier, each PC tier level. So it'd be 1 dice, I guess, in this case.
Let's get Peacock's character sheet up. I'll use that.
So for fun, I'll tell you what the consequences of the roll are ahead of time.
What does Jailbird do?
Yeah, he's got Jailbird, so when
Right.
incarcerated, the wanted level counts are 1 less,
Ah, nice.
and your tier 1 more.
Okay. Oh, so his tier. So yeah, okay. So his tier counts as 1 higher, and the wanted level is 1 less. Okay, so
Yeah.
at wanted level
Right.
0, he's just in there for a few weeks, or the blue coats give you a beating to teach you a lesson. When you suffer level 3 harm.
He's in there for weeks.
Yeah. Cool. And then the incarceration, you'll be rolling 2 dice, and on that roll, 1 to 3, your experience in prison is horrific, and you suffer a level of trauma. On a 4 to 5, you keep your head down and do your time without incident. On a 6, you gain a prison claim, and you get a +1 faction status with a faction you've assisted while you served your time.
Okay, and we actually get +2 because if he helps someone, because of Jailbird, we actually get an additional +1.
Nice. Yeah.
So
And
that's
since you're rolling 2 dice, you can get a critical, which means you make a name for yourself inside. You get +3 rep, and the prison claim, and the faction status. So,
no.
So go
So
on.
roll a fucking crit.
double
So
6. Come
hang
on.
Can
No
you,
pressure.
Can you spend stress on it?
I mean, it doesn't.
Isn't it?
I mean, it doesn't say you
'cause it's
can't, but
Alright,
but you're
hang on.
rolling tier though, so it's not an action. So you
Oh,
don't-
okay.
You can't,
All right.
you
Yeah.
can't push for fortune.
All right.
Ready?
I'm ready for all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Ooh, so double sixes. Oh, notes. Well, that's pathetic.
Oh my god.
Oh no! The one
No.
thing he didn't want, a trauma, you've given him.
Tasty.
Oh no!
On the upside, the crew is no longer wanted. So
And we lose our wanted level and our heat, don't we?
yes, yeah,
Whoop. That's gone.
That's
yeah.
the
It reduces
third
the wanted
trauma.
level by 1 and clears your heat. So
Tasty.
I shall mark poor Jail's character as a 3rd trauma.
I've already done that. I'm
Can
on-
we
Okay.
Can we do long-term projects to get rid of traumas?
No.
So that's up to the GM, and often it's one of the hardest things you can do. But there's life after death in this game as well.
Is there life after love? That's the main question.
Do you believe in life after love? Sorry.
Not if you die. You're dead.
Not if you use auto-tune.
There was no auto tune there. There was no auto tune.
No, but I believe there is in that song.
So poor Jail's
So
3 out of 4 trauma.
So sorry, not sorry, Jaywall.
I don't even know if it's here.
He's
Is
not
it?
here.
I told you I would roll badly, and when you rewatch this, you'll know.
Wait, so he's got 3 traumas?
Yeah. So he's 1 trauma away from basically, bye, your character's gone. So your character winks out and just says,
What traumas does he have already? Oh my god, did I have
he's
missed
obsessed and reckless.
so much? Oh dear.
Obsessed
Oh, dear.
with demons, reckless because he just makes deals with demons without even thinking about them. So,
It's a colossal fuck up, is what's going on.
Basically.
his next one's probably unstable because, hey, you know what? I feel like making I feel like making another deal with a demon for fun. Why not?
In character, he thinks he can live once more time, but he can't.
Yeah.
That's also
I've also just realised that if I'm being haunted by Reginald Gareth McFungles, does that mean I need to have the haunted trauma, or is it a separate
No,
situation?
it's more haunted rather than being haunted by ghosts. Isn't you're haunted? Like
Oh, okay.
yeah, like you're a
You've
broken
got
person.
bad okay.
Something is hanging over you. Not literally something is hanging over you.
I just discovered something.
go for it.
So there's a cog on the character sheet,
Yeah.
which is right next to version. If you click on it, you can change the number of stress boxes.
Oh, it's cool. So we can change his stress because he's
Actually, can it
also
go
he's
down?
permanently
Actually
has
can't-
2 stress less
It doesn't
than
seem-
everyone else.
No, it only goes higher. Only goes up from
Oh,
9.
that's a shame.
I wonder.
Oh well.
I don't have that. What?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Downtime.
yeah. It's downtime. Let's get these done.
Yeah, I gave Peacock a trauma. buddy old Palo leader. So
Okay. I shall go clockwise round the screen. So I guess Mackie first. Your downtimes.
Hello. Yes. First things first. Let's indulge the vice.
Together and be all right.
Okay.
We
You're
got
going on
like
a massive eating binge again. Huh?
Why not? I can live with that.
First of all, how? How are you indulging your vice? Because your previous vice purveyor cut you off.
No, we agreed that
Yeah.
because we agreed that it was brash, that I was bragging. Sorry.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, we did. We went with we changed it, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, because I was interrogated last time. I got beat to a pulp, and that lowered the heat to 0. And we agreed that as a result, because we found that out as I was doing it. Okay, yeah, you can actually lower. You can you can keep the vice, or just increase it by 2.
So,
Cool.
I just want to say something to Team Talon. You can always, if someone wants to do a gather information roll next time, it might be best to save a downtime for next time. Or we can always spend a coin, but to save a downtime for next time would be good, because like gathering information and then remembering a week later is a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So that's just a thing to keep in mind if gathering information is what you want to do.
Mm.
Sorry, second
Yes.
downtime.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, answer me this. Would I know more or less whether or not my rival is in the city?
I mean, if part of the reason for you coming here was to get him, then I would assume yes, you know he's here.
Okay. In which case, I am going to acquire asset. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to start a project to acquire an asset. Now,
You don't need to start a project. That's just
Oh.
Yeah, you can just acquire an asset.
okay, and well, it's more than one technically. I'm looking for 8 suitcases.
Yeah, I mean they're common items, so sure, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
And what else
Can
are
I
you
also
looking for?
can I also squeeze it? Okay, this one might be a bit more difficult because it's a specific thing. I am looking for alcohol that is a very pale blue.
Right, okay. I mean, what would you like? Is this like a high quality alcohol? Like,
It can be it's
or do you not care? Do you just care as long as it's alcoholic and it looks blue?
Is it going to be high proof? Does that matter?
it's got to be, it's just going to look very pale blue. Like I know for a fact that there's a type of gin that's very pale blue.
There's also like vodka with like food dye in it, you know.
There's also screen wash as well. Oh no, I guess that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. So I'm just looking for alcohol that is blue.
Or can
A
easily
ver-
be made blue, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, a
Okay.
very pale blue.
I will ask one thing. Is there anything special about the suitcases? Or
Can I? That's the thing, is I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the suitcases with false bottoms, or if I'm going to have to make those myself.
Well, I guess if you're looking for specially made suitcases with false bottoms, we'll say that's probably a higher tier item than just finding some normal suitcases. So we'll roll on it and we'll see how it pans out.
I kind of zoned out a little bit then and zoned back in on false bottoms.
That's right.
Good moment.
we know what gets Fox's attention. Right.
False
I was
bottoms.
thinking the exact same thing.
Okay. So yeah, make me a roll on this. So I guess you'll be so you're going to be rolling on your crew's tier to determine the quality of stuff that you get. So
Okay, so how do I do this?
like just do a fortune roll with one
fortune.
dice in this case because it's your tier 1.
So you want to
Fortune.
get a 6. Might have to spend a coin if it's 5, 3, or 4. I think 5, not 3.
False bottoms, suitcases.
Oh, can you get gin at the same time? Or-
Yeah, well, I mean, you can get suitcases and gin at the same time, they're both they're both relatively easy items to come across. Just if you want to get the specific things you're looking for at a high enough quality to,
And
it'll be
pale
hard.
blue gin. Yeah.
Okay, so how's this panning out? Well, so sure, you find some crappy.
Can I at least find the
suitcases.
gin? Can I find the gin?
Yeah, I mean, you can find some crappy, like just normal suitcases, and some pretty shockingly bad moonshine. That's clear, so you could dye it, but
How much stash do you have?
I have 4.
Is 1 to 3 tier -1?
yes,
Monty? So if you got
So
rid
you're-
of both your stash, you could get what you want.
Could I?
Yeah.
yeah, you'll bring it up to tier 1, and I say as long as it's a tier 1 thing you're going for, you can probably get.
No, it's 1 coin per tier.
No,
No, am I wrong?
no. Oh wait, no. You can only spend it up. You can only increase it beyond critical by spending 2 coin per additional tier. So it doesn't say anything about increasing its tier normally, but we'll say 1 coin normally, and then it's 2 coin if you want to push it above critical. So sure. So you
So-
can bump it up to +1 tier effectively by spending a lot of coin.
I'll do that. I'll get rid of my stash and make it. Well, that's the thing is I'm looking for. I want to try and make it so that the suitcases look like they would be used by an Aruvian merchant.
Okay, so you're specifically looking for Aruvian suitcases that have false bottoms and they're like
Or at
very
least
pale.
look like they would. Yeah.
I
Okay.
do have to ask, is this a score? Is Harrison just doing a score on his own?
Well, if you're spending the 2 coin, that's going to bring you up to a tier +1.
So tier 2.
Yeah,
He doesn't
so-
have to be an incredibly. Like this is the cheap shit that he uses.
Yeah.
You know.
if you're willing to settle for like trash, basically
Yeah.
for like the alcohol.
Yeah, I'll settle for the alcohol as trash. I care more about the suitcases.
Yeah, the suit like so. Yeah,
The-
getting
The
8 of
alcohol
them.
can be shit. It can literally tear your liver apart.
Yeah.
I want the suitcases more than anything else.
Okay, cool. So, like, if you want an alcohol at all, then you'll not be able to get just like 8 like specifically Aruvian style suitcases, all complete with false bottoms.
Right.
Like, if you ditch the alcohol, you can have those 8 suitcases. Like, you've managed to specially set up an order and get them done.
I will
But-
ditch the alcohol.
Yeah.
Spend the 2 coin to get the special suitcases. So what tier are they?
That'd be tier 2 effectively. So.
Okay. Now my question is, where the hell do I put that?
There's a note section.
Okay, so I'll just mark it.
underneath clocks.
Yeah, gotcha. So I'm just going to put there check. And then I'm going to use calculating on myself
Mm-hmm.
to get the gin.
Okay, cool. Makes total sense. So make me another roll. And technically, since you tried to do this at the last roll and then traded it away to have better effect on the suitcases, like if you try to get the same asset again, you get a +1, so a +1 dice to it. So I'll give
So
you
I
a
get-
+1 dice on this. So,
So it's 2 dice.
yeah, 2 dice.
What a technicality.
Yeah.
Gin? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
Yeah. Well, this
Oh,
didn't end
that's
well
it.
for you.
It's probably
you're-
not in.
Yeah, you're not very good at finding stuff. Like like just
It's
considering you're a
alcohol.
spider, you're not a good wheeler and dealer. You're not.
Is
My
it,
contact is terrible.
does he still get blue
Please tell me I get the fucking gin.
alcohol?
I'm looking for a crate of this stuff.
So it's shit moonshine, yeah?
Yeah,
It'll
it's-
make you
Yeah,
go blind,
It's
yeah?
It's blue.
I'll take a crate
And it
of shit
smells
moonshine.
extremely alcoholic, like to the point where like your eyes itch as soon as you open like the bottle.
Perfect. Perfect, because I'm not going to drink it and I'm not going to give it to anyone.
Cool.
Hopefully, I don't have to give it to anyone. There's a reason I need the alcohol, but
Save it for next time because we have watches.
Yes.
Find
Yes.
out next time. But anyway, others have downtime.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next person. So next up is Pigeon.
Pigeon. I would like to spend some more time preparing the body of the. I'm performing surgery on this blue coat and making him symmetrical in beautiful ways that have never been seen before on a human. It's probably not.
Cool.
Think Frankenstein. But I've started this, so let's keep going. I just roll Tinker.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, this is standard.
Do you know? Sorry.
Right, so is that 2?
Do you know there's a API add-on for Blades?
Yes,
of the
2
Dark
segments.
specifically?
Well, we can hear you.
You can hear me.
yeah, an API.
What do you
Yeah,
think about
for Roll20, there's like an API. You can add it on. It does something with clocks. So if someone makes a clock in their thingy, you can
Okay,
choose to bring.
I'm going to continue. We can't do that now, so let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
So
Just reminded me.
that's cool. So 5 is 2, is it?
Yes, two segments. Yeah.
2 segments. My stress is 4. 4. I'll be rolling 3 dice. More preparations. Same again.
Okay.
6. Complete.
Nice.
So that's a full prepared body clock. So, any, is it Tiger Rossi, the demon blood?
Yes.
Yeah, the demon-blooded race.
Tiger
Yeah.
Like any Tiger Rossi that we've picked up and stuff, I'll have wanted to take, if I can, different aspects of that and just like, mostly I'm guessing it's like skin stuff and just do skin transplants where I can. Just make this thing beautiful and strange. I'll have a deeper think about it later. And
I really hope Meredith doesn't find this.
fine.
I mean, he's doing it
fine.
in your workshop, so.
No, I'll have set up a private.
Oh, you set up your own
area.
private area. Yeah.
And it's people that are already dead. We didn't kill them because they're Tiger Rossi.
No, but to a Taikarosi, you're still making basically a Taikarosi monster mash.
Yeah, and it's beautiful and symmetrical.
It's a graveyard smash.
Is it? Oh my
So.
fancy.
It
So-
is.
Cool.
This was a 6 o'clock to
It was, yeah.
make it like I want it.
Hmm.
And don't have any coin to do more downtime. That's it. Done.
Cool. Sorted.
Well, at least you didn't come and like mess with me and my symmetry.
That'll
I'm
be,
looking forward to when he does have some time with you. I'm
Oh,
looking forward
dear.
to what he's going to
They'll
read
be-
to us.
Yeah.
Maximum creep. No.
I'm a
Maximum
creep.
cringe.
I'm a weirdo.
So, Blood Crow.
Probably
Downtime.
Okay, blood
Blood
time. I said for some reason.
It's blood time.
I mean, technically, yeah. Okay, so first I'm gonna indulge.
Cool.
Highest die result. Oh yeah, I'm free of stress. Hell yeah.
Well, that worked out well.
Second, I am going to. I'm gonna work on my innocence drug. So that's going to be Vrek. Oh, risk is standard?
Yes. Cool.
How many slots is that?
So on a 4, that is 2 segments, I believe. Yes.
Okay. And I am going to roll that again because I have calculating, which I grabbed from the last advancement.
Nice.
Oh, is that just one?
That is just one, I think. Yes. 1 to 3 is just one.
Okay, but I also have analyst, so I'm gonna take 2 more points away. So 1 in innocence and 1 in the spirit essence. So my innocence drug is complete. I murdered a couple of people.
What's innocent drug? What does it do?
I am working on a very specific kind of product. So do we want to reveal this in like free play?
Yeah,
After the
sure.
downtime?
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah,
do
that
everyone?
makes-
Can we do everyone's downtime and then reveal it?
But that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay, cool. So you've done all your downtime.
Mhm.
So let's move on to Raven.
I really need to indulge my vice really badly.
Word.
But you've been doing it for the last 2 days, 2 weeks.
That wasn't me indulging anymore. That was not me going, please. That was me going, get out of here.
Yeah, that was Reginald indulging. Yeah.
Yes,
Casper?
that was somebody else indulging.
I thought his
Yeah.
name is now Casper, isn't it? I thought we checked.
No. It's Reginald Gareth McFungles.
Okay.
I found.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Yes.
Nice.
Good indulgence rolls.
A little bit of casual
So,
possession among friends.
I am back down to 2. So if I wanted to provide Reginald Gareth McFungles with a body, does it have to be one that's alive or can it be recently deceased?
I mean, it doesn't have to be even recently deceased. It just has to be ritually prepared correctly.
Can I start preparing one of the bodies that we've obtained?
Sure. Yeah.
Because I want him out of here. I want him to leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean, you'll know, like, generally that spirits inhabiting, ritually prepared bodies generally means that they become vampires. That's how vampires are made.
What? Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, but then if he potentially became a strange friend as a result.
Sure. I mean, there's a good chance he'd be grateful for being alive in a sense. So,
1. Sorry.
yeah.
Okay, so I guess that would maybe start a clock and would start off with study to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Ricky, you got to start studying the ritual. Makes sense.
Just risky standard or control
yeah, I mean,
standard?
I guess in terms of a clock for studying / performing this ritual, we'll say it's a 6 or an 8 clock. I mean, given that you can kind of lean on the studies that have already been done for the memory extraction stuff, I think we'll say 6 because you can probably.
So do the reverse of what's being done. Like
Yeah.
we're taking ghosts out of bodies, and
I think there's probably an overlap of like
Knowledge.
academic disciplines here. So plus you've got the academic background as well. So I'll go 6 o'clock for performing the
Okay.
ritual.
The last experiment.
Yeah.
God, loads
Thus,
of you
you
guys
know.
are building bodies and shit. It's getting a bit creepy.
I'm just buying suitcases and booze. What are you talking about?
Can you just imagine our place like a couple of train cars full of bodies being mangled actively?
so
And then it's just one with booze and suitcases.
so remind me what I'm rolling again. Sorry.
Right. Okay. So you're
So
doing
study.
study. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter what the position / thing is in this
Control
case.
standard.
Like, I think, since you're just doing academic study at this point, you won't necessarily any bad things happen. Cool. So 4, it's a long-term project, so that's 2 segments out of your 6 o'clock.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll say the last 2 segments have to be you actually doing the ritual, so that'll probably be a tune when it comes down to it. But
Where is that?
it could be Tinker. So
You can add a clocks on your character sheet. Bottom right.
yeah, just above the notes section, there's like a clocks.
So it was a 6, and I've got 2 segments.
Yeah.
Get Reginald, Gareth, McFungles, a new body.
Get wedged.
Hey!
Yeah. So we've got Magpie now, last but not least.
Gonna go visit your family, are you?
Yep.
You're a good man when you want to be.
Oh, 6.
Perfect. Nice.
Right, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do.
You could always
Train.
train. Yeah.
I mean, if there's something long term you want to try and make happen, you could start up a long term project.
Start a scov revolt in the middle of the city. What could possibly go wrong?
Did you
There's
say
already
we
enough
can?
rioting.
Did you say we can gather information?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could say, you could either spend it now to gather some information effectively. That's kind of similar to acquire asset. In this case, it's just the asset would be information.
You could hold on to that for next time we play, because then it would be like fresh information in your head.
Or you just write it out in a note.
Yeah, I'm just
What?
saying. Do whatever you like. Don't worry about me. Ignore it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you could spend you could flash back to doing a downtime action to justify having information for future engagement, for example, by not spending the downtime action right now.
Right.
Or you could do something right now so that you can use that information immediately. It's like, it's up to you really. Or you could do anything else. You could train. You could try and heal someone who's initiative if you wanted to.
Peacock was in. Oh wait, he's in jail.
You could. I mean, you don't have any heat, so you don't need to reduce heat. What else can you do? Yeah, I mean, really, it's like acquire asset, long-term project are probably your best bets, or train.
Well, I don't know what to do in long-term project. My
But
character's
if you
not
don't have
really.
any, if you don't have any
character's
long-term
Maybe
goals,
don't do it.
then you don't have to do it. Don't do anything. Training makes sense. Like if you're trying to hone your skills.
And what do we get a bonus in training with?
Resolve.
With 2 training in resolve. Yeah. More skills are really good. You can also you can train in the other ones and it's still fine.
Yeah, I know, but they're all empty. That's the thing.
Well, do like
You want to fill them up?
Yeah, they stay empty unless you start putting points in them. So
Sure. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to train prowess then. Whatever.
prowess.
Yep.
Rouse.
Okay, you'll get 1 XP for that.
Right, I marked it.
Cool, done.
Sweet. Right. Cool.
then
That's all.
there's-
Sort of downtime done, I think, isn't it?
Oh, before we go into the free play, I took stuff. There's 2 things that I want to think about. The first is, did I pick up anything extra from the looting of the leader's body? That I did.
Right.
Because there's meant to be something that we talked about afterwards. But
Yes. So apart from like the coin you got from Score by taking coin purse and stuff from everyone, the leader specifically has a like a notebook that's got a list of names in it. Some of them are crossed out. Some of them have like little tallies next to them.
what should I call this? I'm going to put it in the crew sheet because I'm going to give it to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty sure that it's some kind of like client list.
And they were the
Foghounds.
Foghounds.
Yes. So you can be like a Foghound client list.
Client list. That's pretty cool. Yeah, cool. And then there is free play, new product.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got free play myself, which we'll see after.
So I guess everyone's like relaxing since it's the downtime, and Yosefka just like crashes through the door, and she's like, "You guys have to try this." And there's like bottles, but instead of the usual memory liquid, this time the liquid is like pure white.
Sure, pass it here.
There's at least
I'm sharpening my knives.
I am trying to. I'm just busy putting the really cheap alcohol into the suitcases.
Although I'm not an academic, the academic side of me, the learned side, is paying attention and kind of just waiting for you to speak.
I'm sitting on the suitcases. This is what's happening. I'm sitting on the one of the suitcases, because this is like steampunk, right? So it's one of those traveling trunks that has that can hold a week's clothing for a ship. And I am meticulously peeling the labels off of every single bottle. And when you come in, I just look up and go, "Oh, thank you," because I'm getting bored out of my ass here. And I take it and I say, "What do I do with it?"
So
Do you?
this is similar to our memoir, but this is much more pure. You know how we've been focusing on just like anyone's memories, like including thugs and whatnot. Like that's good for some people, but some people want to experience like some light-hearted, wholesome memories. You know, like innocent memories. Well, this is exactly what that is. It doesn't get better than this.
So do I smoke it? Do I drink it? Do I inject it? Or do I shove it up somewhere?
You smoke it just like the other, just like
Right.
that.
I get out my pipe. I pour a little bit in.
You're so extra.
Monty, you need to share that with Twitch.
Sorry, let me post.
You won't get timed out as well because I made you a regular. You should be a regular if you subscribe to me, but you're not subscribed to me anymore.
Oh, maybe it must have timed out.
You have to, if you're on Amazon Prime, you have to do it every month yourself. You have to manually do it.
Oh, fixed. Sorry, Blood Cry.
Not sponsored.
I try and get a sponsorship from them, yeah?
I think it'd be a trademark dispute.
Yeah.
Well, not in Duskwall.
So what do I experience?
Just say it's parody, and you're
So, this drug are the memories of completely innocent human beings, like as pure and morally good as they come.
Is there such thing, though? Is there such thing as innocent?
Well, that's why I spent like the last 10 nights working on this, because it's hard to find innocent people.
So this is an expensive drug for us to sell.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping this is like higher quality than our regular, which is
But
like already like 2.
My other concern is that most of these innocent people will be children.
The children around here ain't innocent.
No children in Duskwall.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, nobody's innocent. I mean, most children are probably thieves, or runners for crews
Or
and stuff
spoiled
like
brats.
that. Yeah,
Exactly.
or spoiled noble brats. Yeah, so finding just innocent people of any ilk is pretty hard. So
I've worked on this very hard.
So
I reckon that could definitely lead to new clientele that we can seek out now.
I think we should also aim for another one called debauchery, which is like
The worst.
the memories of prostitutes or people who indulge in Or houses.
or anything. Like people who
I-
overindulge, you just get.
I think that's what we get normally.
I think what we get normally is
No,
just
last
daily
time I
memory.
tried it, I wanted to punch someone in the face.
You're shouting.
Yeah, you're shouting. It's a shame we can't.
Wait,
It's a shame there's no way we can't make artificial memories.
Too bad.
We could do some research into memory splicing so that we can create our own stories through collective memories.
this is so Shadowrun.
Dusk,
I don't know what that is, so you can't claim that I'm copying stuff.
Duskwall 2097. Like, you know, it's like,
But yeah, what do I experience? What does Mackie experience after taking a couple of puffs?
Yeah.
Why you-
Alexis.
Why don't you? Yeah, tell us. Either Mackie or Alexis.
yes, I mean, it's your job, Blood Crow. You tell us, yeah.
It's probably like a Sunday afternoon picnic of a family. Just like the most innocent thing ever. There's
That'd be
nothing wrong
awful.
going on. They're just having a very
Yeah.
nice picnic
That'd be
alone.
awful in Duskwall or this
In
world.
Duskwall, it's basically
Night.
twilight
Oh.
under a
But
On the roof.
they've got lanterns.
yeah with a lantern,
Candles and
probably
like, there's a
eaten, like-
violinist in the background or something.
like eating like pickled eels and like sandwiches of like horrible faded like vegetables.
Oh.
Is it pickled eels or jellied eels? I reckon they'd have
Jellied
there's
jellied eels.
probably both.
There is.
Yeah.
I've been to Iceland. There
Yeah.
is.
But
Jellied
yeah,
eels and
generally
liquor.
it's like, I mean, obviously to us a lot of this stuff sounds pretty gross, but people have
Yeah.
been living this way for like hundreds of years now, so this is nice stuff for them. So
Woo! Woo! Bloodcrow, you've outdone yourself.
Thank you. Finally, someone who appreciates me around here.
I bottle the stuff and I give it back to him and I say, that stuff is potent.
Oh dear.
I'm really hoping we can bang a bang on this.
Hopefully
I
with
don't
that and not with what I've got planned. And I just carry on peeling the labels of the bottles.
It sounds like something I've never experienced. Sounds good.
I mean, do you want to try for like 4 gold?
Yeah.
Did you say try for gold?
Try 4 gold.
Oh, right, no.
You said
4
it.
coin, Jesus.
I got nothing.
Okay, so our regular stuff is quality 2 right now. So
No,
we got good stuff.
no, it's quality +2.
Oh, then it's free.
Yes,
Okay,
tier
so-
it's
3 stuff.
free now.
This is the good stuff. Yeah.
This is so what you made probably close to tier 4.
yeah. So I want to argue this is like always a tier above our usual stuff.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you've spent like multiple long-term projects to get it to this point. So sure,
Like-
totally, that's worth a tier.
I
advancement.
reckon that because you put so much work into it, we could actually auction it off.
Like
Oh.
limited edition auction. Like you probably could. You could probably manage that. Do a black market auction. It'd also be a nice way of you gathering a bunch of crews together and trying to wheel and deal and make connections and stuff. So
Oh, that could be an interesting social score.
That would be really cool social score.
yeah.
Anyway, I think that's next time though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we don't have time for that. I don't think.
But but I think with what you've got there, rather than it being like an additional project, it'll be like an exclusive thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, limited edition greatness. Won't find this even in the Imperial City. Just no.
I mean, as we discussed, it's hard to find innocent people in this bloody city.
And anywhere
Yeah, no one is innocent.
in the world, there is a lack of innocence.
Yes.
Just us the demons. Flashback. I'm going to have a free play flashback
Mhm.
where I meet
Jeff.
Fox's character. So where do I meet your character?
Well, I'd probably in the workshop scribbling away notes, copying from a book at this point on this.
So I'm carrying in some stuff, and when I see you, I just drop it on the floor.
Well, you've seen me before.
No, this is the first time. This is the
because it's a flashback. Okay, yeah.
Flashback to the first time I meet you.
Okay.
So I drop it, and I run out. About an hour later, I come back in.
I don't even know what you've been doing in that hour.
This is the first time you've seen me. And so I come back and I straighten myself up, and from it I read Ghost Fire Against Night, Ceramic Defiance. A single speck is humanity through flawless perfection. The world fate bound to admire you. Please, what is your name?
I just kind of slowly lift my head up from my book and look at you over my... I haven't got any glasses. I look at you over my glasses, teacher style, with a sort of expression that says, "What the fuck has this man been smoking?" And just...
You are so symmetrical.
Thank you. My name's Meredith.
Thank you, Meredith. Thank you. I'll.
At this point, I come in the flashback and I go, "Pigeon, come on, we've got to get to the rail car."
Being dragged away. I am honoured to be working with you now.
And I think.
There you go.
It's lucky your name wasn't a palindrome. It'd just be like.
Damn it! Why did I call her Eve?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the poem I wrote.
Hi.
What's that it?
Makeith Templeton.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be really low and corny.
I almost want to interject here, and you still haven't met him because it was Reginald smuggling your body.
Yes, do it.
That's the minor consequence. No. It's like, you still have no idea who he is. Like,
I've come back from this stint of being haunted to this new guy in the crew that I've never met before, who just occasionally I'll turn around and he's just going,
No. Yeah.
You've just done a
yeah, like he's like swooning over you. Like you like Reginald probably talked to him at least a bit, kind of like, not like properly like chatted up.
And don't worry, I have more planned. Stay tuned for the next time.
Yeah.
So there's just going to be loads of awkward encounters.
Yeah.
between you two.
The thing is I'm not saying this has happened. This is not something I'm saying is concrete. But it would be even worse if Reginald had slept with him.
No,
he's not interested in that though.
Holt is actually completely asexual.
I
he's in love with your symmetry more than you.
I completely understand it, but just that would make things so much worse.
What?
Yeah.
You're so like two-dimensional. No.
Which I'm sure
shallow.
will happen at some point. Like somebody will crop up that Reginald slept with whilst in my body, and I'm just going to be like,
So-
"Hi." I have no idea. Who
So
you
some
are.
random person is like, "How are you doing?" it's like,
And I'm just like,
are you?
okay.
How long can they possess you for? Imagine having a whole like. Sorry,
I look forward
sorry,
to
it just jumped in my head. Like, imagine having like a whole like pregnancy without knowing about
he
it.
he wasn't haunting me
No,
for that
it wasn't that
long.
long. No.
I'm
I
gonna
think I'd probably be dead at that point.
I'm gonna watch this multiple times to see all yours reactions again.
I have added a marker, so I'll clip it later. I did ask someone to clip it, but I don't know if anyone clipped it. But anyway, we'll figure it out.
Cool.
So,
Oh dear. So there's just going to be loads more awkward moments and bits of poetry here and there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's
And Mackie's going to be there every single time to drag him away.
Well, unless you're not here. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this for weeks since he said, I've got a load of poetry to read. Fox.
No, I didn't say a load of poetry. A poem.
Not weird at all.
I didn't create this obsession with symmetry after I found out about her character. I did it before, so this is just
it just so happens
It's just a happy
that
coincidence.
as part of my character as a Taikarosi, she's got an unusual trait. That unusual trait is that she's literally like a porcelain statue.
So as a hint
So
of what I have
it's
in
completely
mind,
symmetrical.
think acquire item.
Oh no. I just, like, shortly after we realized that this is the lady that we're working with,
You've already dragged me away.
in the flashback, we don't realize that she was actually working. Was this when we realized that she was going to work with us, or is this before?
I knew she's in our secret lair. It's a secret lair, so.
Oh, okay. So shortly afterwards, I would have bought the equivalent of roses and gone, I'm terribly sorry about my friend, and explained the whole situation to him, to Raven, and been like,
No, you to the spirit. You.
Oh yeah, to the spirit.
It's not even to me. You're just two new guys that I've not been introduced to yet.
Your spirit is well clued into what's happening.
Yeah.
You have no fucking clue.
Yeah, like whenever like Reggie sees catches sees you catching him, kind of like staring at you, kind of like almost like you're captivated by you, and you're just kind of like, what? He's just like,
I just hear this little chuckling behind me.
Yeah.
Could we? Is it time for XPs?
we've got
Yes.
about an hour's worth of session, I think, haven't we? But
Oh, I thought. So we actually have an auction to do.
yeah, I mean, we could try and squeeze out an auction in an hour.
I reckon we can do it.
I mean,
Right.
social scores generally are quicker, so we could.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought this was time.
That's true. So
We can always intro it.
we could do it. You could do a setup score for it to organize the auction happening. But it's
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break and we can discuss it afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right, we're back.
what are we doing?
So did you want to set up the social score, or do you want to do the social score?
You can do a bit of free play / gather info / wheeling and dealing to try and like publicize it without making it too public.
So do we want to like make a whole show out of it? Like buy rent a theater for an evening and get in some high society people and then like make a magic show out of it, and then be like, come and try it.
I think that we do probably want to make it a glamorous scene because that makes us look less dodgy in a way.
I mean, the other thing is like how / where are you even going to auction this? I mean, like you don't presumably want to do it in your own lair, right? You need some
Well, no, I
place
quite like the idea
to
of
arrange it.
theatre.
Our lair secret.
What was like the posh place? 2 towers, 6,000.
Yeah, there was that abandoned house that Magpie popped into when he went on his little sojourn through the ghost field.
I mean, we could rent the opera house.
Yeah, I'd want to rent a theater if there's an option.
I mean, there's probably a couple of like small independent theatres dotted throughout Duskwall.
Yeah, I think renting a theatre would be nice.
Like a slightly more one down one. Is probably Six Towers has one. I mean, the Nightmarket, since it's going through gentrification at the moment, probably has one that's under construction at the moment.
If only we were paying a tithe to someone that could set us up with a bigger place.
Yeah, if only you had some kind of deal with people who had massively owned the area you're operating in and could help you out.
Who are our allies, actually?
That is a
Not
good
many.
question. Yeah, you've managed to annoy most people that you were friends with at one point or another.
Do
So-
the blue coats and railjacks still like us?
That's That's a
rail
good question.
I would say the railjack probably don't. We pissed them off, or rather, Yusefka
I
pissed
mean-
them off.
There was very little in the way of like witnesses, but then again, the beggars that were there were also there because of Magpie's enemy beggar. So it's within that beggar's interest to kind of screw you guys over. So chances are word got back to the Railjacks.
He's
that-
supposed to have died.
Where are our friends and enemies stuff?
Right, I have a Google spreadsheet of all of the factions
I got
and
it.
how they
I
feel
posted it.
about each other,
Uh,
which includes you. So
personal. Wait, is this plus or minus? I thought.
yeah, so like generally they're just
Indifferent.
yeah, like the way they feel about each other. Then I haven't got like as a plus or minus number. They're just like either against each other or positive.
But
or
what
positive.
about us? Don't we get like?
Yeah, you have like the bottom one, the Talons one, the one that's in purple along that bottom edge, is how they feel about you.
Nice. So
It's
if you
0 by default. Like if it's not got a number in it.
we have a 2 with the Railjacks.
I
That doesn't
need
feel like.
no. That has definitely changed. I haven't updated that yet. So
We have a
that
1 with
Railjacks has probably dropped to -1 if anything.
gondoliers.
But we did it silently.
Yeah, but that information's definitely going to have got back to them.
City council don't want drugs in the street.
And also, you pissed off the one guy you had who was kind of had access to the council to kind of keep them happy with you guys.
And lastly, the
So
blue,
that's probably dropped to 0.
no, blue coats won't be putting this up for this. So we can't rely on our allies here.
We don't have any allies.
We have some.
Yeah, I think blue coats have probably dropped to 0. They're not there. Actually, no, they've probably dropped to -1 as well.
I think the gondoliers are literally our only friends.
Yeah, you have the gondoliers, the people of Colwich, like the citizens of Colwich, like you.
But
And-
What's
we're
that?
such nice guys. Why does this happen to us?
And the citizens of Silkshore, like you as well, since you did them a favour.
No, yeah, but the citizenry aren't going. Maybe.
Anyway, that's the point of this show. We're trying to make friends now.
Yeah, I mean, now you're literally making them. Like, you know, you're building custom bodies. It's like-
But yeah. How much would it cost for us to rent a theater of some sort
For a day.
for an evening? Yeah.
I mean, to clear out a theatre, like for a theatre that's probably not seeing very many customers anyway.
Yeah.
Some small 70s seater.
We don't need anything large, just something that's not run down completely.
Yeah, like
70
yeah,
seat isn't that lot. Isn't a lot.
to find some like sort of run down but not like crumbling, like unpopular one.
Preferably something nice looking, but it doesn't have to be large. It can be small. We just need to fit like 20 to 50 people in there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
In that
I
case,
assume you're also paying for discretion. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, a 70 seater will be fine. A small 70 seater theater that's maybe not in the prime of its life. It's seen better days, but it's not, completely run down. It's not hosting the yearly pantomime.
Yeah, so I mean, there's an old rundown one that's in the process of being torn down and rebuilt in the Nightmarket. So it's kind of in the area we're operating in, but it's right in the middle of Foghound territory. There's going to be one in 6 Towers, and there's probably a really small one. Sort of like a tiny stage. Maybe there's probably enough room for probably only 20 or 30 people in. So it's not really like a large theatre at all. It's more of a
Like a practice area.
yeah, like a sort of like a practice type thing. In Coleridge.
Maybe go for the one in 6 Towers.
So what's the prices?
So for the Nightmarket one, because it's being rebuilt currently, like keeping it on the download is going to take some effort. They're going to have to pay off, like make sure the construction workers are not there, etc. That's probably they're asking like 3 coin for the night, and they'll be discreet, but it's it's costing them money because you're delaying the rebuild. The one in 6 Towers is it's heavily one down, but nobody really wants to go there anyway. The area is kind of haunted. So as long as you don't mind ghosts, then they'll take 2 coin.
Ghosts are an issue for our potential clients, unless we can keep them away for the time being.
Hang on, no, they're not because
James got something.
Ghost Market, the arcane.
We're not selling to ghosts.
But we can do.
Well, this one isn't designed for ghosts. We were going to be doing another drop designed for ghosts, but this one isn't.
No, but we can
So
sell.
you can't get coin from ghosts. That's the thing.
Yeah, but we could get other things, favors and stuff.
But
Information.
the thing is, ghosts have no use for our product.
Well, it says in our crew special ability that we have a ghost market.
So
we have
generally our product can make them feel like alive for a time.
Mm-hmm.
But like people.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they can experience the memories
Okay.
of being alive.
Being in a body, which is
Yeah.
what they crave.
Okay.
Like you could probably get Reggie hooked on this stuff if you wanted to put the effort into.
Oh my god, Reggie could become our test dummy until he's a vampire.
But realistically, we need money desperately.
Yeah.
Well, what we could do
the
is
small
I
Coleridge one will take a single coin for it.
could try and keep ghosts at bay.
Yeah, and I've already have had experience with ghosts. I say we go with the 2 coin one.
It's up to you guys. I don't have the coin, so I can't help.
You want to sink some cash into that?
I'll pull coin out of my stash if that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that you could do is you just go do what you just did. Just take it as turn and do a score. So basically, try and make this place
be a
yours.
luxury venue, wouldn't it? Technically.
I mean, we won't be doing that tonight,
Oh,
obviously,
all right.
but you could.
Yeah, it'd be a general turf thing, which would make getting enough rep easier.
But I just want to present the drug. I don't see a use for this later.
Yeah. Well, turf
Fair.
is turf. It's a basically a place that we can sell.
I know mechanic. I'm talking in the story.
Oh yeah. Like just we'll buy it and we'll do the gig.
Yeah, I mean, you're making known that you hang around the old abandoned theatre district in 6 Shores. You can get what you need. Yes.
Okay, so renting the 2 coin one.
Sure.
Do you guys have any ideas what we could prepare? Like, should we pay maybe some stage musician or something just to make it a bit more showy?
Yeah, but if they're going to use the drug, they don't need any showing because it's going to be told to them in their head.
Okay, so we'll
maybe we
decorate the
could maybe
place.
we could kidnap a magician and nick his memories.
Do you really want to
I think bespoke memories can definitely be a thing.
memories to order. Yeah.
We'd be going to assassin territory, but that's fine because it's still product.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if someone wants to go, I wish I was her. I'd love to experience the memory of sleeping with him type thing. It's
of sleeping with him works because higher
Maybe
up.
sometime in the future. That sounds like an idea. I guess we'll just decorate the place and call in some people to. Now, how do we get the word on the street about this? Like, we want the important people to come down.
I suppose we could. I think we should all look at our friends.
Yeah, I mean, the best person to leverage you know of is probably that noble that you've got,
We pissed
that
off.
you're selling to. No, the one that you're selling to via the Foghounds.
Yeah.
But
The gym hacker.
but the only way you know how to contact him is via your Foghounds contact. So, but you could just try and find him and contact him, approach him directly.
I'll try and find him.
Yeah.
Actually, who else has hunt?
No.
No.
No. Cool. This is what I'm good at.
Because you know what he looks like. You've met him. So,
So, does anyone want to just come with me to try and find him? Who talked with him? Actually, who talked with him last time?
Me and Mackie.
Yeah, then if one of you maybe wants to come with me, either of you okay to? And are you okay to spend a stress to give me another dice to?
Yeah. I'll join in. I want to sell this.
Okay. Risky standard. Put through that. I won't trade for position because is it a fortune roll? Actually? Or could this go wrong?
I mean, there's the riots that are happening still, so there's definitely risk at play. Like,
Wonderful. I like this.
Do we want to do it like a group hunt?
No, I can't. I don't want to take lots of stress. Like if I'm the only one that has it, then it's better to just.
I
if
mean,
you
I
wanna,
could lead it. I can take the stress.
If you want to lead and everyone rolls zeros, that's fine. Like I'll roll one dice.
I'm empty right now, so I'll lead.
Okay, guys, we are all looking for this guy together.
okay, cool. So you're all putting the feelers out, hunting this guy down.
Oh boy.
So when I'm leading, I'm rolling without bonus dice, right?
We
You
never
can
did
push-
XP.
No, we'll do that after this, basically.
Yeah. You can push yourself for an additional dice still, but it's.
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna lead ahead, and you're hopefully gonna find him.
Hopefully, I only roll one dice.
What is this? Hunt.
Yeah.
Hunt.
Could I use survey?
No,
No.
Never mind.
It's a group one, so
That doesn't really make sense for this.
it's already a hunt roll.
Well, this is going well.
Well,
Yeah.
I have no points in hunt, so
Go for it. No, go for it.
just
We're
roll
being-
it. I'm taking the stress. Just chill.
Yeah. It's being led.
right. Risky standard.
Both have to be above 3.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no,
shit.
but it's a 0, so he gets 1.
Okay, next.
Anyone else helping out?
Yeah, come
Trying
on.
to hunt this guy down?
No, I haven't got a hunt.
So
No, it
you
doesn't
try
matter.
anyway.
Yeah,
It's not like
can
you're
anyway.
taking the stress. It's like,
Oh, all right, sure. I'm gonna spend. Can I spend stress to attempt to like?
Yes. Yeah, you can
Alright.
give yourself bonus dice.
I'm just gonna have one dice.
2 stress, 1 dice.
Oh, hang on. What
And
was
it's a
it?
1.
What was it?
Hunt.
Risky.
Risky
No,
sta-
I know what it
standard.
is. Risky.
Risky standard.
standards, yeah.
And it's a 1.
There's a 5.
Nice.
Yes.
Success.
Yes.
Nice.
And Fox, are you going to join in or not?
I am going to say that I am probably still researching.
Or yeah, okay.
Researching your ritual.
So that's 1.
Yes, because I want to get rid of this goddamn poltergeist.
That's 3 stress.
Okay.
Cool.
See, Mackie was going to go looking, and then he got distracted at the Golden Plum.
No, because you're not at the Golden Plum. You did come looking. I'll tell you why. Because we all take risky level harm. That kind of.
Yeah. So in this
whatever,
case,
whatever the outcome is,
because there's a complication since you got a 5.
and we all have it.
Yep. So
Why did I agree?
I don't know. Peer pressure.
So the complication is that
Love of the unknown.
with the riots that are happening in the streets and whatnot, you get caught in an altercation,
Yeah.
where there's a bit of looting, a bit of shooting between Whalejacks and the Bluecoats.
Oh yeah, the city's in a riot.
Yeah. And
We should do something
well,
about that.
I'll let you choose. Basically, you can either be seen trying to, you're trying to, amongst like all this looting and shooting and stuff, and you basically end up drawing an additional 3 heat, or you can all take some minor level 1 harm as you're involved in minor scuffles and stuff as you're trying to stay out of trouble.
I mean, we are relatively heatless. It's easier to get rid of heat, if I want to say, than harm.
What levels are harm?
Just minor level 1 harm.
But do we each take a level 1 harm?
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
all
One harm
each
for
take one.
all of us.
Yeah.
So that's 12 slots I have to heal.
We can resist it for Christ's.
Yeah, one would be an insight resist, the other one would be a prowess resist. Because insight is not being seen, and then prowess will be taking the bullets.
Yeah, I mean, because you're all in the same thing, though, you all have to agree to resist the
Yeah.
same thing. So,
Well, Alexis gets the final vote because they're
Yeah.
leading, which is fine. But guys, does anyone have really bad insight or really bad prowess?
My prowess
My
is 2,
in-
my insight is 3.
My insight is like 1.
And your prowess is
What am I looking at for prowess?
prowess, middle one.
Yeah, but
Middle
what?
with this.
All the
How-
it's the
so
dots in the first row, basically.
dots in the first column.
Yeah.
Behind the line.
All right. Well, my prowess is 3 then.
Okay.
Prowess 3. We probably want to avoid the
So we're
bullets.
leading prowess. Okay, let's do prowess then.
Yeah, so if you don't want to take a level 1 harm,
I'm resistant.
I'm resisting.
Okay, that's just stress. I'm good.
1 stress.
1
2
stress.
stress.
Cool. Not bad. It's all
Ow,
nicely
ow,
resisted.
Ow,
Yeah.
ow,
So,
ow.
so I've got a particularly fine-looking pistol. So maybe we hear them coming around the corner, and then we just turn around, point guns, and say, "Walk away."
Yeah. And they're
Your
like,
enemy is in the other direction.
Well,
Yeah.
we're the enemy regardless.
I've got a really good pistol.
So, did we find the guy?
yeah. So as you make your way through 6 towers and stuff, as you get further away from where most of the rioting is happening, because the rioting is mostly in the Nightmarket, and then it's spilled out into 6 towers and Coleridge. The area you'll be in is I've gone and lost my bookmarks.
And then we should do XP.
Yeah.
after-
Yes,
Yeah,
we should.
after we meet him, yeah.
after, yeah. We got him.
Right. So, yeah. Where's my bookmarks? I've lost all my bookmarks for things.
No.
Right, since I can't find my bookmarks, it's going to be I can't remember. What is it? Brightstone is where most of the fancy noble people live. So Brightstone is where you're at.
Okay. And I guess we just ask him to bring his most friends he knows that would be interested in this kind of thing. And I'm just gonna tell him remember the thing we've been shipping to you? This is even better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has fancy grounds and guards and stuff, but So I mean, reaching him directly, maybe, but you can certainly like if you go up to like his guards or whatnot. I mean, they're not just going to immediately shoot you or anything. This is a nice neighborhood type of thing. You guys don't necessarily look super flush or anything. Like you do look like you belong here.
We're tier 1 now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Isn't it something to do with your personal wealth as well?
It's to do with stash.
It is to do with stash. So if you've got some good stash,
it's a mix of tier and stash.
But can we ask the guards to just have an audience for like 5 minutes?
I've got the whole first box done basically.
Yeah, James looks
okay. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just say like talk to the guy and say like leave a message to say like we'd like to have a meeting or something.
Yeah, and then we can do a multi-part like singular thing where we meeting and then we flash forward to the auction.
Yeah,
we're successful.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be this what we're doing right now is like set up for the other score.
Yeah. Effectively, I'd count this as like set up for the engagement roll on the next score type thing. Just basically give you a bunch of bonuses for that. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
But I think we'll wrap up and move to XP from now on. And what we'll do is we'll flash back to the results of this meetup at the start of like during the engagement of the next score you do. So,
all right.
Cool. So let's get some XP sorted.
Should we start with crew XP and then?
Yes, let's get the crew done first. So, crew.
Who wants to do XP on the crew, or should I do it?
I'm on the crew already.
All right, you do it.
I'm happy to.
Are you though? Are you really?
Yeah, it's right in front of me. I can see it.
Acquire product supply, secure new territory.
I'm going to take Aldo sheet. We no longer have an Aldo.
No, you've got rid of that body.
Did we research the pimp spirit essence?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, nobody's completed the long-term project for it yet. But.
I'm 3 ticks away. It's gonna happen next session. And I still got Aldo's weird demon spirit to do. But in the meantime, I do have this new drug, and I did finish my ghost catching device. So there's that.
Or innocent smoothies.
Ghostbusters! Sorry.
Cool. So in terms of XP, I mean, you definitely acquired a product supply, and you definitely secured some new territory. So, I mean, it seems like 2 XP for that.
Hey, we leveled up.
Yep, we leveled up. But let's keep going.
So did you contend with the challenges of both your current station? I mean, the Fockhounds are your current station. So,
I don't think
I don't think you really did. Like, you didn't go against anyone else that was tougher than you. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I mean, you didn't necessarily bolster your strange or mortal. Well, I mean, maybe your mortal reputation, because like
none of us got hurt.
No one got hurt. Like people, like you faced up against a bunch of people. No one came out. You're still standing again.
It's like the third time.
Is that 1 or 2?
Yeah, I think it's just 1. It plays into your existing immortal one rather than develops a new thing. So, and then you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Inner conflict came when we had rolled 2 6s to start off the engagement, and then one of them killed after successfully getting that far.
Yeah, what would have been a successful social score paid for with a little bit of minor.
He said you've got to pay him blood, so I gave him some blood.
And our goals to like further us selling this stuff and setting us up for that. Also, so I'd argue 2 XP.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd say 2 XP makes sense for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So what's your crew advancement going to be? Because you leveled up once.
Suggestions.
I've been looking at like other.
I'll tell you what makes sense. We take high society.
I was thinking, but the bonus is not really useful that much.
No, but
we're already there. We've already got the connection. If we lost that connection, then it would make more sense. But at the moment,
All right. Well, I was just trying to narratively so that we end up with a bunch of high society people turning up at this event that we're going to be doing.
Yeah, but
I
that's the
think-
thing. It only gives us gather information for them,
yeah.
which is just weird. What
And
you going
what
to
were
say,
you-
Fox?
I was going to say, like, I kind of agree with high society. Because the other thing is, if we start to develop friends in high places, that can also offer us protection.
Yeah, I mean, while you haven't in to high society, you don't necessarily know a lot about the goings back and forth in it. And if you want
No,
to
but
exploit that, then
It does say it's all about who you know, so that suggests that gives us the opportunity to get to know high society.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, Monty, if we took high society, would it also be a narrative thing that we could use? Or is it just the
Mechanics.
one? It's just the mechanics, is it both?
I mean, I'd certainly say narratively it makes sense. You know people in high society, so yeah. I mean, while you get the +1 per gather info, I mean, you just have in like places that you wouldn't normally have access to at all, or
We
to
can
be
get
able to,
in.
yeah, you'd have access to. I mean, you might not necessarily be welcome there, but you'd even be able to even know they exist for a start, So, I think it would create additional avenues for you to explore.
Okay, in that case, I would for it if it's going to be something beyond just bomb
I
plus
mean, patron
information.
potentially makes sense. You've started setting things up.
so
You've got a bunch of demons,
So personally, the way I would do, so high society would be what I take now, and then next XP I would take Patreon.
I was going to suggest something different, by the way, which is cover operation, where we get 2 less heat every time. And now we're good with heat because of Peacock, but before we kind of had troubles with it.
Like, it will build up again.
Yeah, easily. And this is going to take 2 every time, and that's pretty good.
Where's that from?
That's for assassins, so we could grab that.
Plays in the dark sheets.
I mean, you definitely seem to be transitioning, like towing the line between hawkers and assassins.
Slowly but steadily.
I mean, the other thing is you don't necessarily have to take a special ability. You could upgrade your lair or upgrade the quality of things, add more training.
We could upgrade training. That's really good. It's really
Oh, does that mean when we train we get double points?
Yes.
Okay, so if we use training more, then that would be pretty neat.
So there's insight, prowess, and personal. Personal is like playbook stuff.
Yeah.
I really like personal.
Well, you just get 2 playbook entries.
XP, yeah. No, not entries. You get 2 XP in playbook advancement. XP, playbook XP.
Yeah, basically you can train in personal and you'll get 2 XP instead of 1.
And what is mastery?
Mastery allows you to take the 4th dot in a thing.
Yeah, because you're not normally allowed to upgrade to 4 pips in something. So mastery unlocks that ability. So.
Okay.
Makes you ridiculous.
The thing is, I'm afraid like training is something more long term, and I don't know if our characters are going to survive much longer.
Well, it works with new characters too, but I agree. What was it called that you said that?
Cover operation.
That's not assassins.
No. Says assassins for me.
Deadly, Crowvale, Ember Death, No Trace, Patreon, Predators, Vipers.
Assassins. Yeah, one of the assassins upgrades is cover operation.
Oh, that's the upgrade. Yeah. Never mind. I wasn't looking at the abilities. No.
Yeah, that's assassin only.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong thing. Let's just go with high society for tonight then. I think like 3 of us want that, so I'll wait for that too.
Okay, we've got it.
Nice.
XP. Do you mind if I go first so I can go quickly?
Sure, let's go for it.
Thank you.
What? You're gonna mess up my fucking cameras again?
I will leave the camera on. I'll just mute myself and stuff.
Cool. So XP. So what's this pigeon? What's this pigeon done?
Yeah, the stuff I need to do is at the computer. It's just like
So at the end of each session, let's see, you address the challenge with technical skill or mayhem. I mean, that social score became somewhat mayhem.
it felt like I handled it in a technical way as well. Like I took out the leader first.
Yeah, and you did so using like weird breath powers. So sure, yeah, I'll give you an XP for that, I think.
Is that 1 XP in total or 2?
Yeah, I think we'll say 1. It wasn't like overly technical what was
Like
going
if
on.
I started, I didn't start the mayhem.
No.
One's fine.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I mean, I would say so. Yeah, definitely.
I did poems got to count for something.
Yeah.
Hang on,
I mean,
hang on.
Mhm.
Hang on. Before we take high society, what about synchronize from the shadows?
What's
When
that
you
do?
perform a group action, you may count multiple sixes from different rolls as critical successes.
Oh,
I really like it.
that's a cool one.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, if someone wants to switch that over after,
I'll do it.
cool.
Cool.
I think we're all like, oh yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll give you two XP for the beliefs, drives, heritage, background. Then you struggle with issues from your voice or traumas during the session.
No.
Nope. Okay. Cool.
So that's 2 XP or 3 XP.
3 XP altogether. Yeah.
Oh well. Thank you.
Cool. Right. So.
Oh, and
Well-
everyone gets 3 stash.
Yes, because it's 2 plus tier, isn't it? So.
Yes, everyone gets 3 stash from Crewbats.
Yay!
And Fox is owed from the ones that she
Like, you get 8 stash fox.
I get 8 stash.
included plus the 3 from this, I think.
So 11. Woo!
Nice.
Okay,
Nice. Right. Mackie.
stopping. And I'm not going to.
E. Oh fuck. Okay. Yep. Okay. Herb.
So, Mackie, you are.
Address the challenge
yeah.
of calculation or conspiracy. I mean, I took a prisoner.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's necessarily calculation or conspiracy.
Yeah. I've started working on my private backstory.
That's true. I mean, I'd say that comes into the background heritage
Yeah.
drives beliefs thing. So you definitely get an XP there. Have you struggled with issues from your voice or trauma during the session?
I don't have any traumas, and like, certainly, I'm sure my advice is no longer going to be the restaurant; it's going to be the drug.
Yeah. Yeah. You're slowly transitioning yourself to using your own product.
Exactly.
Cool.
I'm Tony Montana.
I mean, do you think anything else counts for your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I mean, definitely the downtime action stuff you were doing is
Yeah, the downtime action, like the fact that I was going through so much effort to try and get what I needed specifically.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, you burnt 2 downtime actions specifically for this. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure, we'll make it 2 XP for that. Yeah.
Woo! I level up.
Cool.
Okay, you carry on, and I'll
Yeah,
let you know
make
which one.
some
I'm gonna
decisions. Cool. So, Bloodgrow.
Okay, so first off, the flashbang.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that definitely caused some mayhem.
I read quite a few people there. Secondly, now I don't know where you want to count this of either beliefs or technical from the innocence drug that I constructed.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't addressed the challenge by using it per se, but you focusing like, I want to make this. This is a, this is a
This is
thing
my
that
thing.
you've been focusing on for a while now. Is I'd say that's like a drive or a belief, sure.
So how much would that be total?
So you got 2 XP total so far. Is there anything else you want to shove in here?
No, not really. Got nothing.
Issues from vice or trauma. I mean, what was your vice again? I keep forgetting.
My vice is myself, like the experimentation that or murder.
Yeah.
That I get down to. Like, I did it. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't really understand struggling. Does that mean I'm resisting it, doing it, or I'm
Well, no,
doing
it's like it's caused you problems. Like, you've decided to do something that's gone against your best interests or the interests of the crew because it's your vice and you need it. Since you haven't done that, really, I don't think so. At least not this session. But.
No problem came by, like, I did pay off Cetera. Like, nothing's going wrong yet.
Yeah, speaking of which, you'll probably be paying a visit at some point. Okay, so I think that's probably just 2 XP then. Cool. So next up we have Raven.
Hello. I think I'm on 2 as well. I didn't do any desperate actions. Addressing a challenge with knowledge or arcane power, I would say that is the clock that I've now got going to store Reginald in a new body.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a challenge per se. It's just a thing that you're doing.
I mean, it is a challenge in terms of getting rid of him.
Yes, but he's not caused you an issue yet. So,
Talk about a haunting
other than
presence.
haunting me and possessing my body.
I mean, sure, yeah, we're throwing an XP. I mean, since you've been lagging behind, having been away for a bit.
I've been away as well.
I don't think I've expressed any beliefs, drives, heritage, or background in this one.
No, that's probably not. Did you experience issues from your vice or traumas during this session? Nothing caused
Only
you a
in the-
problem.
Yeah,
so-
only in the flashback, but that doesn't really count as to what happened at the moment. So
yeah,
so just
Cool.
the 1 XP then.
just the one. Cool. And then we've got Magpie. So, challenge with stealth or evasion. I mean, yeah, you did that whole like drop in,
Yeah.
capture some guys. So totally. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage?
Is that 1 XP or
background?
2 XP? Or what are we doing?
It's just. I say it's just the one. I mean, it's the one. It was one instant that happened. So, I think it's just
you
1
express
XP.
your beliefs, drives, heritage, your backgrounds. Well, I sort of misunderstood fucking which got us into shit, didn't I, really?
Yeah, I mean, you did kind of play into the whole, your whole. I don't really know what's going on, or I don't really understand what people are saying correctly. These Akarosi Turner phrases, I don't get them. It's like you took it a bit literally when you went. Yeah. So sure, yeah, you're playing the kind of like slightly ignorant Scoutlander who's like doesn't quite understand these turns of phrases in Duskwall. Sure, yeah. So
1
yeah,
XP?
yeah, an XP for that definitely. Did you struggle with issues from your voice or traumas? Hell yes. Definitely get an XP for that as well, because like that whole like just vicious stab in there. Yeah. That played into that too. Yeah.
Just 1 XP on that, yeah?
Yeah, I said a 1 XP on that too.
Alright,
yeah.
cool. I've filled up.
Cool. So we got 2 people who are leveling up. We got Mackie and we got Magpie.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look to see what I'm going to go for.
Cool. So Mackie, what did you go for?
I'm going to go with foresight. So 2 times per score, you can assist a teammate without paying stress. Tell us how you prepared for this.
Nice. Useful.
So I've got that and calculating, but for some reason calculating unticked itself.
Oh, weird.
Yes, I'm just going to mark.
Yeah, they're both showing as unticked for me.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Well,
Yeah, I've marked them now.
Cool.
Do I have
So,
to
yeah,
pick it right this second, or can I come back? Can I announce it next week?
You can announce it next week if you want to.
Yeah,
I did it 1 week later too, so whatever.
because I want to have a. I'm either going to. So, if I can't find anything else, I'm either going to go for expertise, which is choose one of your action ratings. I don't know what that means. When you lead a group action, using that action, you can suffer only 1 stress at most, regardless of the number of failed rolls.
Yes. So basically, you choose one of your specific actions. So you might say that if I'm going to lead something in prowl,
Yeah.
then whenever I do a group action, I lead a group action using prowl, I can at most take 1 stress.
Okay.
So, which is pretty. I mean, that's pretty good.
The other thing
What was the other one? Yeah.
And we got synchronized now, so there's that.
Yes.
And the other thing there's actually 2 more I was looking on my cat sheet was Devil's Footstep. When you push yourself, choose one of the following additional benefits. Perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman. Maneuver to confuse your enemies so they mistakenly attack each other.
Nice.
And then there's Reflexes was the other one that I was looking at. Is when there's a question about who acts first, the answer is you.
Nice. Yeah, so if you want to be the person who always gets the drop on the other person, then yeah, nice.
But I wanted to look at some other playbooks and see what else there is before I actually go. Yeah, I'm going to go for that just to see if there's anything else that's quite interesting.
Cool. Right. So, and that's us done.
All right, brilliant. Should we do some shout outs?
Mm-hmm.
Should we get that going? Where should we start? We'll start with Alexis.
Literally shouting here, yeah. Hi, so you can catch me here on Mondays, obviously. I'm also playing on the RPG Lab on Wednesdays, and I'm also doing a Waterdeep campaign we started last week. That's Sundays, which you can catch. I'll have to look it up first. Otherwise, you can catch me on Twitter under Game Seizure. And, just catch me up on Discord. I'm always down for random games or one-shot such. And we are streaming the Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign on Scotty_Hood. And that's it for me.
Hang on, I'm just putting this up. Right, cool. So on the edge, are you still here? Because you still look like you're here. Alright, ignore him. Mackie.
Hi, yes, you can't reach me anywhere because I don't do anything on YouTube. So, but you can get me on the private Discord that James has set up, and that's about it. Cool.
Fox.
Next person.
So you can find me at Foxcry Falls. I am intending to start streaming again soon, but university's been a lot heavier this year than I thought it would be. So it's gonna be happening soon, but it's taking its time. You can also find me in the PTG/James Core Discord. Yes. That's about it. I don't do much social media.
Oh, she's weird. Dark.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at DarkLiquid. And you can always check out my random stuff that I publish for Numenera and other things on Drive2RPG.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Monty for running. Thank you all for playing. Tomorrow, maybe Star Wars. Who knows? It's I don't know if it's on. I don't know if it's not on. Wednesday, not sure what I'm doing Wednesday, but I might play. I'm definitely in the. I've just downloaded Divinity Original Sin 2, and I really want to play it. And I don't know if anyone's got it. Let me know, because I'd like to play it with multiplayer. Because why play a multiplayer game by yourself? It makes no sense. But hey, if I have to, I have to. Thursday we've got Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. That's hopefully. It's been about 2 weeks since we last run. And then on Friday we're doing my birthday stream. In the afternoon, early afternoon, about 1 PM. So on the edge should be running something. We're looking at Everyone is John, but it might be something else. And then in the evening we're going to be playing some Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition that's been run by Dan. And that should be really good because he's like really good at Roll20. Like he sets it all up and stuff. It's really weird. Well, not weird. Sorry, the opposite of weird. Really good because it speeds everything up. And then on the Sunday, we're going to be doing character creation for 7th Sea. So if you want to see that happen, come watch. It should be quite interesting. It's going to be slow. It's going to be kind of slow because I'm going to be asking them all 20 questions. I need to make sure they get their stories set out and stuff like that, so that, you know, when I go to sort of a story, the adventure for the week later, I've got stuff to take from so I can run it properly. But other than that, I think that's it. So yeah, don't forget to check me out on my social media. No, hang on. How do you spell socials? Why can't I spell SOCIAL? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Discord. Check out our Discord. Check out our Twitter. Check out my Facebook, and subscribe to me on YouTube. And if you feel like, subscribe to me on here as well if you've got, you know, if you've got Amazon Prime or anything and you're not using the free subscription, please think about hitting that subscribe button because it does help quite a bit. But other than that, we will speak to you later. And Undead Baron, maybe you'd like to join in a game at some point as well, but we will see you, well, we'll see YouTube later. Bye.
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 Bye.